What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahai Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Plexico Birds, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. Flag on the Play, episode 55. Feel me? You know, back here with the guys, Josh, Matt, Young, Donnie, Durag, Dave, JJ, Karen, my boy Naji, man. How y'all feeling, bro?
Doing good, man.
That's solid, man.
Week one over.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting week one.
17 more weeks. So.
You know, we're going to, this is a lot of games. We're going to do it sporadically. We're going to talk about all of them. But, of course, we're going to start off talking about, first game of the season, Thursday night football. It's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Josh, I'll start off with you, bro. What was your thoughts about the Ravens and Chiefs game, bro? Went down to the wire.
Ravens and Chiefs. It went as expected. Of course, I told you guys the Ravens offensive line, not great. I mean, it played better than I expected, but it still wasn't good. They still give it like a lot of pressure. So, yeah, Lamar Jackson, the playbook was very limited for him on Thursday, but it wasn't really his fault. But the Ravens, I'm not going to say that they're going to be bad this season, obviously, but they're not going to be as good as everybody thought they would. Like, I heard people saying 12, 13 wins. I don't see that. I see like 10-7. So, when is expected. So, yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, it's kind of along the same lines as what he just said. Like, I didn't expect the Ravens to win, but I definitely thought they were going to be a little bit more competitive, at least in terms of like the offensive line. I was surprised to see Isaiah Likely get more targets than Mark Andrews, and then not just that, played really well. By the way, balled out. He was awesome. But yeah, I think like I was starting to see like the loss of Mike McDonald. That's going to hurt them a lot. He was very important to that team last year, and yeah. I mean, it's just one week, so I'm not going to overreact. That was just my takeaways from the one game.
Young?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was really felt that close. It got close at the end, but if Mahomes doesn't throw that pick when they're up 20-10, like right when they got the ball right back, I think they probably blow them out. I don't know. It didn't look right. The offense, I mean, Josh, you talked about it earlier. The O-line didn't look that great. Better than what we expected. I mean, Donnie said they were going to be literally the worst in the league. They weren't.
I didn't say that.
No.
I did not say that.
They probably should have looked like one of the worst in the league.
You forget that the Titans and the Saints exist.
Hey, hold on. Donnie, you ain't say that, but you said it was going to be like a bottom 5 offensive line.
I did say that.
They didn't play that bad.
I said bottom 5. I did say bottom 5. I did say that.
But it was still bad. But Lamar made them right a lot of the times. But yeah, I don't know. I said it, I think probably after one or two drives, I was like, they need to trade for Devontae Adams at this deadline. Like, they need somebody that needs to separate. Because Zay Flowers can't – I mean, he's good. They just need a true alpha out there.
He's not a number one.
Yeah, he's not a number one. They just need a true alpha that can help, everybody else. And, I mean, Isaiah Likely's a dog, but I didn't expect any different, really.
Donnie?
Yeah, going back and because I was able to, watch the all 22 of the game, the offensive line definitely played better than what I thought coming out of the game, especially on the left side. Ronnie Stanley did a really good job, I felt like. Obviously, Linderbaum's going to do his thing week in, week out. I thought Andrew Voorhees did a good job considering he's coming off an ACL tear, hasn't played football since college. It's been a long time. This is the second year in the NFL, so it's been a minute, but thought he played well. Right guard had a little bit of an issue, and then the right tackle spot the entire game is what got them killed. Roger Rosen guarded, and Patrick McCarry, I believe his name is. They were getting torched, especially Roger down the stretch, because they had Patrick in for about 2/3 of the game. Then that last third, they put him in. And on that last drive, he did look good. Roger did, but besides that one last drive, he was getting beaten. It was not good. And in my opinion, he was overdrafted, but that's a whole nother conversation. I think the game kind of was about what I expected. I expected the Chiefs to win. I expected it to be close to the end. And I expected the Ravens to not be as good as last year, but still very good. So I don't think my opinion on any team has really changed that much.
Durag?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Donnie. Like it's basically went how I expected. Closed little game towards the end. Chris Jones had his way early on until that O-line. Christ Almighty. I thought Derrick Henry would get more touches. I thought they feed him a little bit more, but I guess Lamar did eat off of Derrick Henry's presence because he ran the ball pretty damn good, even though they limit him in the passing game. So right now, my probably biggest worry is the play calling for the Ravens and that defense. How's the loss of Mike McDonald going to affect you going forward further?
I don't think the play calling is that big of an issue. It's just the fact they don't have a true guy that can separate from the outside. I just think that's the problem. Because Todd Monken always had that when he was at Georgia, but now
he had it in Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't because he's shown he can be a good play caller. He was in head coaching interviews for a reason. So
and then also Derrick Henry is a volume runner. You can't try to, you need to keep feeding him. You can't just kind of give him, 12 to 15 touches spread out and expect him to produce. No, he needs to touch the ball consistently and, warm up. That's just the type of guy he is. I mean, the best Derrick Henry is when he's getting 30, 35 touches. Keep getting him the ball.
Wearing your defense down, basically.
Yeah, you can't. That's going to be tough to try to. And again, it's the Chiefs front. So, but they need to get him the ball a lot more.
JJ?
Yeah, Young definitely hit on one of my points. I was going to say I think Derrick Henry has to get the ball a lot more consistently, in my opinion, for which is why another reason why I said that their run game has to be more potent. I think that Ravens in general, O-line wasn't as bad as what people were saying they were going to be, and so I think we can all agree to that because I heard all of us mainly saying that anyways. But I think personally, that Ravens-Chiefs game was a good start to their seasons. I mean, we clearly saw that the Ravens came out in the second half and was playing a lot better football, in my opinion. And there was a lot of times where I saw Lamar Jackson getting in very clean pockets, sitting back there for 8-10 seconds, just waiting for something to develop and nothing working. And so it really just boils down to what they're going to do later on in the season for me. So I think it was a solid game from both teams. Average game from Lamar as a quarterback in general. So,
Karen?
The funny thing is, I think a lot of people thought the O-line was way worse than they played because I think the first drive they had 3 offensive line penalties. It was kind of crazy how the line penalties were killing the Ravens, but pretty much I agree with everyone. I did not expect Xavier Worthy to score 2 touchdowns. Did not expect that, but Mahomes did his Mahomes things. He had that one stupid pick. Because Mahomes always has those stupid picks for some reason. But, yeah, Chiefs showed why they're the best team in the NFL. So,
Nigel?
Yeah, I mean, if the Ravens could have, duplicated their first touchdown drive where they had Henry ended up getting in the end zone, I guess they just went away from the pass a little too early. I agree with Donnie. I don't think I should, I don't want to rag on Monken too much because it is tough when you're down. But I think even when you're down, at least for a little bit, you can still go to what you do best. I don't think you completely have to change the game plan. I know it's Mahomes, it's the Chiefs opening night, but you can still stick to it, I guess, for a little bit. Justice Hill was actually pretty good out of the backfield, catching the ball. But you would have liked to see them stick to their game plan, even going through adversity. The Chiefs were the Chiefs. Rashee Rice was out here beating linebackers and stuff. He was looking like Amon-Ra St. Brown up there. I'm not gonna lie. I swear, I'm not even trying to that's not a shot against Amon-Ra. But who Amon-Ra? Same here, dog. Same here.
I feel like
lost by 2 points. Shout out Amon-Ra for getting me 4. Shout out everyone.
You know what? Another thing that I forgot to bring up and that Nigel definitely hit on, bro. Their Chiefs wide receivers, bro, especially when they get Hollywood back, is gonna be some real serious stuff, man. Because we saw how they already utilized Worthy in the way that they did, and then Rashee Rice, you already know, like we already said, he's gonna eat across the middle. He's gonna eat in the underneath game. You know what I'm saying? And they found a way to utilize him that way. I mean, Travis Kelce didn't really show up, but for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna sit here and say Travis Kelce's probably the best tight end in the league by other people's standards, in y'all opinion, not mine, but still, he didn't have to see the ball that game. Is my point. He didn't have to because of how good the other guys showed up and how they played, and so that's
Yep.
just real respect right there, man. And Isaiah Likely too, got to give him his respect, man. You know, he showed up and showed out. So it's great.
All right, bet. Hold on, somebody got a loud background. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Might have been just.
Definitely you, of course. Yeah, it's always is do that. It's always do that. So I'm gonna start with you. Nah, it was you. You had the background. I mean, it was. So
always durag.
So Naj, I'm gonna go back on you. Talk about the Friday game. You know, Eagles, Packers. You know, Saquon had a hell of a game. Like we all thought he would. Jalen Hurts was looking grouchy. Jalen Hurts was ball. I mean, Jalen Hurts. Jordan Love was balling. What's his name? Jaden Reed was going crazy, bro. What was your thoughts on the game?
The Eagles' skill position are like they're gonna like single-handedly carry this team. To I really like the more I've thought about the Eagles this season, the more I like haven't been in love with them. But their skill positions are so good, it's ridiculous. Devontae Smith's incredible. AJ Brown, you already know how I feel about AJ Brown, and then Saquon. I mean, best situation of his career, and you know look what he does. It is against the Packers defense, which isn't. It's
They're
not like
mid.
a great. Yeah, they're mid. Like they're not the greatest defense they're gonna see, right? But also the turf early in the game. Lord have mercy. The turf was so bad. Everybody was slipping. Like, Hurts was slipping. Saquon slipped on like his first carry, I believe. But yeah, they're just stacked offensively. Hurts his last drive was pretty good because he was running a bit, but he looked slower than he normally does, especially like trying to escape the pocket. Like he didn't look as mobile as we're used to seeing, but he definitely turned it on the last drive to seal the win. So shout out to them. And then Jordan Love getting hurt, that sucks. But and I don't know, Jacobs was pretty good. You mentioned Reed, Trent, he went off. I feel like you'll have once Love comes back, you'll probably have one or two of them each going off, but we'll see. But yeah, the Eagles. My biggest takeaway was that the Eagles' skill positions are just OD.
All I'm saying is, what's his name, bro? When Saquon run for 1,400, bro, we observing them. Because they keep playing like that. Shit, that offense.
Also, real quick, shout out to what's the one? Zach Bond. He was all over the field. He was all over the field, bro.
Yeah, he was spazzing.
He was insane.
He was definitely spazzing. Karen?
The Eagles, I just want to say, having Kobe Dean is really nice. He was balling that game. But, yeah, I pretty much agree with what Nigel said. A.J. Brown, to me, always said it, top 5 in the league. But anyway. But, yeah, Devontae Smith, I think he's like top 13. It's crazy when you have 2 top 15 wide receivers on one team. So, and they don't even have I don't even think John Dodson played. I could be wrong, but
he barely did. I think he played a couple.
Yeah, the thing is, he was barely on the field, so I probably didn't even notice it. So
yeah,
and he's pretty soft. Like if he's your wide receiver 3, I think that's pretty good. So I don't even think the Eagles have even reached their offensive ceiling yet. Like I really don't. So, Jordan Love to me probably could have played better. He did not look great in this game, and I was pretty high on Jordan Love coming into the season. But it's the first game. I know he's going to be out for 4 weeks, which is unfortunate. Jaden Reed's a star, young star in the making. So, yeah.
I got the cool. I'm trying to figure out somebody like background buzzing.
It might be me. Hold on, let me.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not JJ. Hold on, just let me figure out this real quick. It's Matt. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's Matt. So, yo, JJ, did you mute it right now?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
One, Kieran, did you say that Kobe Dean was balling? I just want to know.
Wait, fuck no.
I mean,
I thought he
was making some splash plays, but he wasn't really balling.
I said Zach.
I thought he said Zach Bond. I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
that was Nigel that said Zach Bond. I'm just
Nah, it was
making sure.
Yeah, he said he did.
Okay, to be fair, I had a fever during the game, and I watched it the next day, so I'm probably gonna have to reevaluate. So
No, you good. I wasn't even gonna say. I wasn't even trying to get on you or anything like that. I was trying to really say that from what I saw, there's plays where, and we watched it back too. We watched the game literally back like the next day, I think. There were some plays where he's just not filling gaps, not doing this, not doing that, and one dude's not up here, and that's the dude I'm gonna get on. But he said something about a certain someone who couldn't do a certain something that got drafted too high to do the thing that
Oh my!
That they only held him up
okay.
to.
Hit no.
And now
Jordan Davis was putting in pain. I'm not lying. He was putting in pain.
That boy Jordan Davis, they were running
no pass rush
away from him. They were running away from him.
Rush.
I want y'all to know there was 8.5 yards per carry by the Packers defense. I mean Packers running backs, right? And just the run game in general, right? And you would think, or it was 7.8 to be exact. And you would think, right? Oh yeah, their run defense was food, all this other stuff. And by technicality, it was. But the one dude that was, supposed to hold down the gaps, not get washed down in the run game, guess what he did? He did his job. And you know what you learn right after that? You go see who's filling in the gaps afterwards. If my big nose tackle, my big 6'6", 340 nose tackle is not getting moved, you know what you got to go do next? Plug up the other holes so that way they can't go nowhere, right? You know what they weren't doing? And I'm not talking about Zach Bond because there was only one linebacker on the field every single time this happened. Nakobe Dean was not showing up in those areas. Now, Nakobe Dean, I will say, he like Josh said, he was making some splash plays. But the runs, the big hitters that were going off were definitely on him. And every single time Jordan Davis wasn't on the field, you saw how porous their run defense became even more. So I want to give a shout out props to Jordan Davis, give him his credit, man. And yes, Howie Roseman, you're an idiot thinking that you could turn him into a pass rusher when that's not what he showed you. But I'll tell you this much: he goes and he shows you one thing, and he did it. He did his job the other day, so I gotta respect that, man. I think the Eagles played a much better game in the second half. Jalen Hurts looked like a deer in headlights early on in the game, but and they were slipping. But right after that, they locked in, man, and I can't do nothing but respect that. And Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, y'all boys, y'all did y'all thing. Jordan Love, wish you a speedy recovery, man. I can't wait to see what y'all look like in about 4 to 5 weeks afterward. When you come back, because y'all gonna be something serious, man. Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed was getting open. They was doing all that stuff, man. I'm telling you. And then you had Christian Watson. If y'all could just hit on Christian Watson a couple times, man, I'm telling you, y'all would have won the game. Honestly, y'all would have won. So, gotta respect that. Quinion did look great, man. He looked great in the stuff that they asked him to do, in the way that they targeted him, and then all the stuff he did. I want to watch him. I want to watch him back a little bit more, but for the most part, I think he did great. So that's all I really got to say about those teams. Sure.
I'll say this: I think I was gassing the splash plays a little bit.
Okay, yeah, no. Like I said, the splash plays, you weren't gassing the splash plays because I will say this.
I kind of was.
There was a play where Nakobe Dean, he felt the run immediately, and I'm not gonna lie, he blew that junk up. Like he blew it up, man. It was not he got right up in there. But he was definitely it was flip floppy, man. Like he was too wishy washy for me. So that's what I'm saying.
Donnie.
It sucks that Nakobe Dean is just bad at football because I loved him coming out of Georgia. So
of course you did.
Yeah. Lock in, Josh.
But not Jordan did.
Well, no. But nah, man, it sucks that Jordan Love got hurt, man, because he was really playing very well. He was hitting some impressive throws down the field, but I really don't got much to take away from this game too, man. The Eagles are about what I thought. They're going to be contending for the NFC. We all knew that going into this year. And if Jordan Love can stay healthy, the Packers can very well be, I don't know about Super Bowl contenders, but they could be contending, possibly for a conference championship spot. That's definitely possible, but Jordan Love's injury is definitely going to be interesting. Thought the Packers offensive line actually played a little bit better than what I was expecting, and that was without Jordan Morgan too, who I don't recall what Josh really thought of him. I thought he was all right, but I was kind of surprised when he didn't get the nod to start week 1. But it's going to be interesting. It's also going to be interesting to see how bad Malik Willis plays, but we'll see.
Damn, you can't even say he might play like this. Why
no shot. He has no shot.
I'm sorry.
Are we?
I want to believe it. I want to believe in Malik, but I just can't.
Why?
So wait, I have a question. So like, how many games is Jordan Love going to be out? 3, at least.
4.
He's not on IR yet. There's hope that
I was about to say, did they put him on IR?
There's some hope that he might not be out the full 4 games.
Well, okay, you know what? This is what we know. It'll be sometime in October.
So
yeah.
So like the next 3 games are the Titans, Vikings, and Colts. Can they not?
Those are some pretty bad secondaries.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, Karen, there's gonna be hard games when we even running wildcat formation the whole game.
The Colts, man,
I mean, that's fair. Josh Jacobs' legacy run right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Malik Willis one.
How you feel about the game, bro?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was just like, the Eagles are probably going to the Super Bowl. They're my favorite to come out of the NFC, and seeing Saquon Barkley run behind that O-line with those skill guys, he's probably
shit make a nigga want to cry, bro. Shit,
yeah, it looked different.
That shit is beautiful.
If Jalen Hurts just plays good, they're probably going to the Super Bowl. If he plays average, they're going to the NFC Championship game, because that offense is just, you don't have to. It's almost like what they're asking Brock Purdy to do in a sense. Like, you don't have to do much. Just get the ball to these guys and let them do their thing. Like, Smitty is elite. AJ Brown is elite. The O-line is elite. Saquon is elite. Just get those guys the ball. That's all you got to do.
It's just the fact that. Go ahead, Yon. I apologize. Go ahead.
And I mean, I think Nigel touched on it. Hurts doesn't have that same burst. I don't know if he's hurt or just.
I think
he just didn't look good, dude. He just didn't look comfortable to me.
I mean,
the passes he threw, I was like, dude, what?
No, he was starting to really struggle out of structure, especially. That's what surprised me the most.
What are you doing?
Wait,
this is not.
Yeah, you don't look the same at all, man. I don't
you think like Hurts?
I thought Jordan Love was clearly the better quarterback that day. Clearly,
I agree. Definitely.
I mean, that's a pretty low bar.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think Hurts? Do you guys think Hurts that fast? Like,
no.
You said what?
What's that?
Like, was Hurts like? Do you guys think Hurts was that fast? Like,
he's never been that fast.
In like 2016,
the initial burst that he used
2016.
Like that first burst, it was a lot better than what it was now.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's not even really, when he's out of the pocket, he's not outrunning guys to the sideline, and he could at least.
He's not.
No, he's not Lamar or Kyler guys.
Yeah. He's not even like a Jaden Daniels. Like Jaden Daniels, I'm like after one game, I'm comfortable saying he's a better runner.
I'm not gonna lie. Off alone, Jaden Daniels is a better runner than a lot of niggas in the line.
Oh
yeah, 100%.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying like even after one game though, it's like I don't care.
Hold on, I wanna touch that real quick. Trent, where do you think you drank him?
Who? Jaden Daniels?
Jaden as a runner.
As a runner?
He top 5.
He'd be 5, probably.
I agree, top 5. I'm just wondering, are you going to push the bar into the top 5?
So
I'm just asking.
Lamar, so Lamar, Allen, Josh. I mean, I'm sure.
Lamar, Josh, AR.
Are we going to include Fields?
It's probably Jaden.
Fields.
I got JD.
Yeah, JD's
that's a good list.
So JD would be over guys like Hurts and Kyler.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Kyler doesn't really want to run. He just does it if he has to run.
And he still can.
Jaden might not have looked good passing wise versus us, but when he started running,
oh my god,
he's running for 1,000. He's running for
a lot of the rookie quarterbacks didn't look.
How many quarterbacks have rushed for 1,000? Like 3. Yeah, no. Jaden Daniels was fun to be the 4th.
Lamar, Vic, and Fields. Is that it?
Yeah,
Lamar. So.
I know Kyler got close in 20 because he had like 850 or 900.
That's crazy. Every year, a new rookie quarterback's gonna break it. Like Milroe's gonna break it right after JD Daniels.
Okay, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Josh.
Wait, Josh.
No, he's not.
Josh, running back going for 1,000.
You think he's going to be a starting quarterback, dog, next year?
He's going to be a nice quarterback. He's going to be a running back.
Feel me young quarterback.
He's running a wildcat formation. So
he's going He's going to be an amazing wide receiver.
Yeah, Wildcat quarterback. Come on.
He's going to be Taysom Hill.
And to answer this question, it's
All right, let's relax. Let's relax.
15 is a little nuts.
You saw 15.
He's not 15.
Oh, God.
Let's relax on
Is he better than Trevor, though?
Anyways.
I'm not going to lie.
Anyways.
I think I might be leaning towards that one guy with the long blonde hair.
Hey, Durant, did you talk about the game or not?
No.
So what's talk about the game, bro? What was your thoughts?
Quinyon Mitchell, yeah. If he keeps improving based off
he's the
the game
deal.
alone, Eagles secondary, yeah, it's gonna be very hard to deal with. Jalen Hurts turned it up towards the end of the game, looked a lot better than the first half. Saquon Barkley behind that O line. Why we let that happen? I don't know why. That should be illegal. He went crazy. You still got AJ Brown, still got Devontae Smith. That offense is gonna there's no reason they shouldn't be in the NC Championship game. It's plain, kind of simple. They should be there. If not,
they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl.
It's coach.
If not, Sirianni's out. Ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl.
Hopefully Jordan Love gets back healthy. You hate to see that, especially second and last play of the game, at the very end. You hate to see that. That's what the Packers. That's about it. Stupid. That's about it, really.
Josh, go ahead, bro.
I mean, I think the only reasons why the Eagles wouldn't make the Super Bowl is because one, Jalen Hurts plays bad, and if two, the run defense is a holdup because the run defense wasn't too good. Like the linebackers need to step up their play. Jordan Davis was holding down the fort in the trenches, but the linebacker play really needs to get better. Like the Kobe Dean needs to be more disciplined. He needs to be just more vigilant. Like he just attacks all these gaps. Like he just doesn't play with much intelligence whatsoever. No offense to him. But he's a rookie. It's his first start. He hasn't played in a year. So he needs to be better. Devin White's gonna come back, but he's not good. We all know he's good.
Not only that, but and I love Zach Bond. I like them coming out of the draft, but I think it's unrealistic to say he's gonna continue to be that week in, week out.
I agree.
Unless he does take that jump, which if he does, I'll be the happiest person on the planet. I was a big Zach Bond fan, but it's super unrealistic to say that though. But I will say, no matter what, I do think their linebackers are just going to be better because, dude, last year they had some of the worst linebackers I've ever seen.
I do have a problem because if Devin White was going to play, he was going to start over Nakobe Dean. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying. Nakobe Dean was going to he's going to be in the rotation, which is kind of concerning.
Josh, to that point, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly believe wholeheartedly that that Devin White would have been able to hit those holes way better than what's called. He would have found them and he would have been able to dissect their offensive line much easier than what Nakobe Dean did. So,
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, Nakobe Dean first start. So.
Let me read this real quick. I even pick this real quick. Super chat from Cam Kobe. Shout out to you. He's about to be a lawsuit for CVs against Xavier Worthy.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah, I probably will. Yeah. But just real quick before we keep going, chat, we got 80 people in the chat. Make sure y'all sub if you're new here, bro, and keep tapping in with us. But so I move JJ to the top for a reason because we won't get to the Sunday. Atlanta lost, and it's crazy. Hey, Donnie, this goes to the point. This might have been the game that they shouldn't have won. Whoever got the Steelers going negative, this might have been the game they shouldn't have won, but they won it. 6 field goals. TJ Watt.
It ain't looking good, man. It ain't looking good.
So, JJ, just what's your thoughts about your Falcons, bro? Is there any worry for y'all for the season?
You really had to move me up here for that, bro. It's crazy. Hey, look, y'all. Man.
Also,
we
by the
still
way,
not in for a long season. I do believe this though, 100%. I 100% believe this that I don't think Kirk should be playing right now. If y'all would like to know some well-known facts about this team real quick from this past Sunday's performance, we ran pistol and shotgun consistently in that game, right? And I want some of y'all up here that don't already know the answer to tell me how many times did we run out of shotgun?
0.
You are correct. We didn't. Out of the shotgun, we did not run whatsoever. Out of the shotgun, we did not run whatsoever. We only passed the ball. I want y'all to tell me how many times did we run out of the pistol?
I have no idea, honestly.
It was 81% of the time.
I was gonna say like damn near every time. Yeah.
It was 81% of the time. We ran 0 play action and had nothing under the center. And 2 facets of which Kirk's game is very, very, very. That's where he excels at, right? Not only that, when it came to Kirk Cousins' play in general, the fact that I'm paying attention to his footwork and it's look very sloppy. It doesn't look like he can fully still plant on his right foot. When he throws the ball, he has no zip behind it, mainly because of the fact that he can't drive his foot into the ground so that way he can drive the ball. It leads me to believe that he shouldn't be playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Respect to the Steelers' defense, because, they're always going to ball out. They're going to find a way. They're going to do it. Justin Fields was not an impact player in that game whatsoever. George Pickens was an impact player. Their offense was looking very pedestrian, in my opinion. Najee Harris was actually looking pretty good, though. And so those things lead me to believe, with all that being said, those things lead me to believe that our offensive play calling was very predictable in week 1 due to the fact that I think either Kirk isn't healthy or he doesn't trust his body. And so if that's the case, don't play until you do. We should have rolled out with Penix at least until then if that was the case. But they want to sell people otherwise, and I don't respect that personally. I don't want to put my quarterback's health at risk just because he doesn't want to put his foot down in the ground. And then, last but not least, I've been talking about this all week, man, ever since it happened. Josh knows what I'm about to say, man. Caleb McGarry, you are the biggest fraud in the NFL. I already told y'all he's the most overrated player in the NFC South in our NFC South video. But overrated was an understatement, man. Yeah, you going up against TJ Watt, but for you to look like you weren't even a body, like you weren't even there in pass protection whatsoever, is a disgrace in itself.
The one Hesse we saw, JJ? Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
For your best trait to be a run-blocking right tackle, right? And, we run the ball a lot. And for you to be getting exposed as a run blocker, you ought to go back to the drawing board, my boy. We can really get to the facts on run blocking right tackles, but we don't have to do that right now. Run blocking tackles in general, we don't have to do that. My main point. You sound glitching?
No, I said
he's Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah. He's just a better version. But look, for you to go out there and do what you did, you better come back with some fire. You better come back with a fire lit up under you, bro. Because we're going against the Eagles next week. This next Monday.
And then the Chiefs right after
prime
that.
time. And then we got the Chiefs after that. If this
on prime time
against guys that can actually rush the passer, and you can't hold up at all. Like, I'll give you this. In the first quarter, in a little bit of the second quarter, you look like you was trying to box him up a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, when you got broken down the way you did, it was disgusting. And yes, once again, I will acknowledge the fact that TJ Watt is one of the best in the league. But it doesn't matter how good you are, as long you have to put a body in front of somebody. Don't matter. You have to offer a lick of resistance. A lick. And there was none offered right there. And so to that, Steelers, congratulations. Y'all won y'all game. Y'all did amazing. Y'all won by field goals. Didn't even have to score a touchdown. That goes to show how good y'all defense is and goes to show how poor y'all offense is. But respect to y'all, man.
I will say, what's the name about the Falcons? There is a real possibility they can go 0-3. But after that, y'all look at a schedule. That shit is light speed.
It is.
You go 0-3. I'm not tripping, not whatsoever. Because you going 0-3 to two of them about to be the 2 top teams in the league. So I mean,
and the Panthers are probably gonna be 0-3. Well,
all right, but shout out Eagles Nation. Let me read this super chat. JJ Dean is about to make you eat those words on Monday. He's been struggling in coverage, but down here is where he shines. And on a good field, he will fill those holes versus the Falcons. I appreciate you, Eagles Nation, for the super chat. JJ, your thoughts?
For one, you talking about filling holes. It doesn't matter what field you're on. If you can't recognize where to go, then that's just a problem. They don't care what you're talking about right now. You have to reckon. You have to see where you got to go plug in the gap. He is literally just running to the gap where it's already plugged up. That's not a field thing. That is just that's just a sight thing. That's just a field. You got to keep on doing that. You got to build up reps. You got to get better at that. He just isn't that good at it. And I didn't really disrespect him in coverage like that. But if you really want me to get into those facts, talk about what happened every single time somebody crossed over the middle. I would like to know what was he doing whenever somebody crossed over the middle, because he was nowhere to be there. He was not being found, especially in the zone coverage thing. So I don't know what you're really trying to get at here. But if you really want to go down that route, we can. We can't. And he's going to make me eat what words on Monday? Because at the end of the day, we still ran the ball very effectively, even with our play calling being predictable. TJ Watt is just who he is at the end of the day. That's where he gets his credit. We ran the ball very effectively. So I don't know. We're still going to be one of the best run heavy teams. We're going to be one of the best running teams in general. What else do you want me to say about that? So keep talking, but I'm not. If y'all beat us, that's not what's going to be surprising me, and we're still going to win. But that's not what's going to surprise me. What you should be surprised. What you should be surprised about. What you should be surprised about is how y'all gonna be able to stop our run. If y'all couldn't even stop.
I mean, they could. I mean, I'm not gonna. They could win, but I got the Eagles winning. You know, but they could win. It's possible. Durag, what's your thoughts on the game, bro?
Yeah, this game was something. But if me, JJ, we watched this back, the play calling, like it was so predictable. It got to the point where TJ Watt, y'all went for the damn soul. He knew exactly what was happening as soon as that ball got snapped.
Being in pistol the majority of the game is crazy.
Yeah, that was nasty. Like he had.
It's not even
TJ Watt
that.
had
It's being basically. Kirk Cousins wasn't under center, so it's either Bijan is lined up behind him or to the side of him, and you know what you're gonna do after that. Exactly. You know what he's gonna do after that.
But so JJ, I have a question, JJ.
Go ahead.
You think that the play calling was kind of like in correlation to why like Kirk Cousins can't really move in the pocket because of the injury? You think
yeah, I do, because he only had 2 plays that I can remember off the top of my head where he actually was like, okay, I mean, at least he evaded pressure and moved out of the pocket. He was not. He literally snapped the ball, stands there, and didn't even climb up in the pocket to deliver a strike. Didn't do none of that. He couldn't even. There's a trend. There's a clip trending right now. If y'all have Twitter, go on Twitter right now. Y'all look up that clip. It's gonna be, y'all gonna see it. It's the first thing that pops up. He's throwing. It's either to Darnell Mooney or Raven McLeod, right? And they're running something where they're settled down in the middle of the field. And if Kirk can plant his foot in the ground, the ball is delivered a strike to them. The ball literally goes down to the ground. It's not even in the air for 2 seconds. He just can't do it. He can't do it.
Yep.
Yeah, and Josh, ain't gonna lie. If that's the case, Josh, like JJ said, start Penix.
Just start Penix
because you're compromising this team.
His best traits is pocket presence. Like he can actually he's not the most fast guy in the world.
So
inside the pocket.
Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe he's like,
he's
trying to
that's what
protect
I'm saying.
himself.
It's either
it might be a mental thing. He might just be scared.
It could be a mental thing, but
I know he can feel the pressure.
It's probably a physical.
He has a great feel for pressure.
I know. Look, he was taking sacks versus even trying to throw the ball. Because there would be times where you feel like he could throw the ball. He just took the sack because he can't step up. He can't move up.
And then the one time
you think that's part of the reason why Killer McGarry played bad? Because he was on the island with the best, top 5 pass rusher in the league. So like.
Yeah, that doesn't help either. So definitely don't help.
Yeah, it doesn't help because the D-line had their way. Like I just said, Bijan still ran the ball pretty good.
Did what he was supposed to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, Bijan still ran the rock pretty well, despite it being pretty damn like you knew when he was running the ball. So I do give Bijan credit in that aspect.
The minute the clock came back out at halftime, bro. I'll tell you right now, I'll go watch that second half. You see how many times TJ Watt really was fooled by the run. He literally did it. And
he anticipated it every single time. He's like,
the minute Bijan was lined up behind Kirk Cousins, he didn't even look at Kirk. He didn't even look. He just ran straight down the line. It was over with. I said, you got it, bro.
Josh, what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on the Falcons game?
Yeah.
I mean,
is it time to worry about the Falcons or no?
I mean, it's time to worry about Kirk Cousins. That's my issue. Like, the man shouldn't be playing, like what JJ said. Like, he's clearly still hindered by the Achilles injury. And, like, at that point, you just start Penix because if he can't really move inside the pocket because of the injury, it's really going to hinder your offensive line. And I know Caleb McGarry sucks, but it's still a problem.
Young?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go as far as whichever quarterback's going to take them. If Kirk can't move, they're not going to be good. If Penix gets in there and is not good, they won't be good. It's a quarterback league. I don't know if I was on here when I said I thought Pittsburgh was going to win because this is the type of game Mike Tomlin steals. I still don't think they're going to be over 500, but this is one step closer to where they're trying to be. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm not really worried about the Falcons. They're probably going to start 0-2, maybe 0-3. But like you said, the schedule lightens up. And again, this is a rookie head coach, a new offense. Even though Kirk is familiar, all these other guys aren't. So it's going to take them a little bit of time to start gelling just because, again, they're all young guys anyway. So Yeah, I'm not really worried about the Falcons.
Yeah, but Young, come on, bro. No play action at
Hold
all.
on, hold on.
You're clearly.
Hold on, JJ. Another super chat from my dog, Eagles Nation. JJ was the main one trashing Kirk Cousins' primetime performance before he was a Falcon. Now he's saying he will beat the Eagles in Monday Night Football in Philly for Nick Foles' retirement game. It's crazy.
I don't think anyone in this world but Eagles fans.
For one, regardless if I was on his head about primetime games or anything like that, I want to ask you this. Tell me that you think I would be objective about a game on a Monday Night Football. I want you to tell me right now that you think I would be objective. I don't think you understand. I'll tell you. I'll give you all guys all the credit after y'all win. But before y'all win, it's not. I don't care.
You saw him last week. Y'all saw him last week.
It don't matter until y'all do. You see, I just came up here today and gave props to the Steelers and everything. But before that, I don't care. I think my team's gonna win. I think that's just fair. It don't matter. I don't care. I don't care about none of them pigeons. I don't care about what y'all talking about over there in Philly. Y'all can go over there and eat your little Philly cheesesteaks and sit there on the sideline while y'all lose and get
Hey,
by the Falcons, man.
It's all right because when I see JJ for this first time, we in Atlanta, I'm on his ass when we beat him.
Like, bro, and y'all not winning either.
It sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good.
Anyway,
what's your thoughts on the game?
Oh, crazy.
What was your thoughts on the game?
No, JJ, go ahead, man. Keep spinning.
He's spitting bullshit. Donnie, what's your thoughts, bro?
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I mean, Kirk didn't look comfortable at all. That's kind of repeating what everyone else is saying, I guess. Caleb McGarry, jeez, I can't speak. Not very good. There's nothing else I can really add on. They basically JJ kind of covered everything, so I'm not really sure if I can add anything else. I mean, I guess something I can add is if that team does start off 0-3, it's gonna get interesting to say the least.
Because even like you could say like they're playing the two best teams in the 0-3. 0-3 is still hard to come back from. Regardless,
I mean, you can say that. They just got to win their division though. That's it.
Okay, you can say that, but
hey man, with how Baker looked,
Baker's him.
Tell me that you don't run no play action with your quarterback. That your quarterback is okay to move in the pocket, bro. Zero play action? I said if you don't run no play action, you think your quarterback's okay to move in the pocket? Like zero, none, not even a bootleg.
That might have been the game plan. I don't know.
No, that was absolutely.
Come on, Young. You know better, Young. Come on.
Zach Robinson.
I thought it was crazy. I mean, Kirk Cousins is notorious a play action type of player, so I don't know why they wouldn't even use any play action. I don't know.
He probably can't move, bro. That's it.
No, I mean, it's possible. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's probable. I'm not gonna lie.
And again, but even then, leaving T.J. Watt and McGarry 1-on-1 is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. They
waited way too long.
No matter how we feel about T.J. Watt being the best in the league or top 5, he's still an elite pass rusher. That you don't just leave him 1-on-1 with a average tackle who's a run tackle.
Average is very that was very generous of you to
I think he's a good run blocker.
You're probably one of the best run blocking tackle in the league, but what does that matter?
In the past, it's horrible.
Damn, what'd you say?
Oh my god!
Buddy's balled out.
Yo, hold on.
Oh my God.
Shout out Eagle Nation again, bro. My dog, feel me? Shout out. He been rocking with me since place.
God damn.
This donos for my new son. All love to the panel. Keep it up. Congrats on your new son.
Congrats on that, man.
I say his son being born right after the Eagles win. That's
so poetic. That's so poetic.
Nah, word.
At least they won. At least they won.
He's basically been rocking us since like 2022, dog. Shout out Eagles Nation, bro. That's my dog, bro. Shout out. But who's it on now? I think it's on with Kieran. What's your thoughts on the game, bro? Especially you, the Steelers fan.
All I can say is it's a typical Mike Tomlin game.
Let me guess you was mad that they won, huh?
Yo.
I want us to suck, but it's a typical.
That shit pisses me off.
Can we talk about that for a second, bro?
After all the years,
Man, you're privileged. You're really privileged.
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie.
You're privileged too. I'm not trying to.
No.
not you Steelers fans, because Nigel is a Steelers. Kieran, you're one of the most spoiled fans I've ever met in my life. Like you dead ass want your team to suck. That is ridiculous.
I want. Mike doesn't think Mike Tomlin's
dude, I just want hope for the future, man. Like I want to get a lead ass quarterback. Like, come on, bro.
Hold on. There's a difference. There's a difference. You don't want if we're a team that's trying to win, I don't want us to lose. That doesn't make any sense to me. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Like if they're making win now moves, like I can argue, hey, I'd rather rebuild. Honestly, I probably would lean towards that argument. But like if we're gonna try to win, I don't want to see us go 6-11 or 5-12. Like, sure, will we go? Who knows what we go this year? Let's say we go 8-9. We'll go 8-9 and miss the playoffs. That's not great. To me, like all of Kieran's grievances should be towards the front office and not Mike Tomlin. Because Mike Tomlin is working with what he has. He's working with what he has, and he's doing the most possible basically every single year. Like he's
an all-time great head coach too. Don't forget that all-time great head coach.
Yes, Maddie. Like we've had no business having winning records the last 3 years, and we've done it every single season. So I mean, like I don't think Kieran's points are like bad. I just think they're misdirected. Like, we're trying to blame Mike Tomlin for like trying to win,
for being a good coach.
His job. It's tough. It's tough. Like I get blaming the front office because there's a lot of stuff that we like. You sign Russ and then you go and trade for Fields anyway. Now we got this back and forth for no reason. Like there's a bunch of stuff that I can have gripes with, and I do. But blaming Tomlin to me is just it's the easy thing to do, and I can't rock with it.
Karen, this is basically what I'll say. Your team last year had more wins than my team has had since the Rams won the Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear it, man.
Whose future is brighter?
Arizona, 100%.
It's Arizona.
Yeah, but Karen, I had to go.
I mean, that's a low bar, but
Karen, here's the thing, though. I had to go through 2 years of absolute misery and failure and horrible.
That's to be honest, that's what you got to do.
Oh, I know.
Jan,
you have to be
trash to get your quarterback.
Jan, I saw the same thing in 2018. Come on, man.
I understand it, Kieran.
You gotta suck to get good players.
Like Nigel said, I think that frustration is misdirected.
There should be Omar.
No. Like to be fair, like I appreciate like my Tomlin what he's done, like, but I agree. Like the front office is a problem too. I thought the Rooney should have been gone like a long time ago. To be honest. Like,
damn.
Yeah. Dave, thoughts on the game? I'll say this: I've been crapping on Najee Harris a lot. I thought he looked solid this game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, niggas, bro. Fuck with that. Y'all just need to have a universal apology about Najee Harris because one of my most viral clips ever on my page is literally I got Teagan and G Baby naming 30 running backs better than him.
Yeah, I didn't go that.
Wait. Was that the one where he said that Tank Bigsby was better? Like that? Like that's just hating at that point.
I have over like 5,000 people in my comments agreeing. Like, Najee Harris is like, he's
so like the thing about Najee, like, I think I was overlooking that. Like, so 2022 happens, right? He's playing with like a metal plate in his foot. He's obviously not as explosive. Like, and then like. The end of the season, he's looking pretty good. And that the next season, like 2023 happens, he has the same injury. He's playing slow. And in the last 4 games, he's looking like a really good running back. So I think it's just like health that's like really holding Najee Harris back. And he looked solid this game. George Pickens, to me, absolute stud. He looked amazing. Or not amazing, but like he looked really good. Top 20 wide receiver in the league. But anyway.
He really 15.
Stop.
Trent.
Stop.
And Trent, you remember when I sent the clip back? You remember when I sent the clip back about the Najee Harris stuff too, right? I literally said Najee's literally actually only had one bad season, and that's the season where he didn't want to run north. Like that's the only season he's actually.
22 was bad. If that's what the season you're referring to,
I'm pretty sure that's the year I'm talking about, where he didn't want to go. He didn't want to run forward. He wanted to run left and right like he could. Every other season was. I'm not blaming him for piss poor lines or bad schemes. The one thing everyone knew when Arthur Smith set foot here is that him and Jalen Warren
all right
gonna eat.
DJ man.
All right,
Hold on,
DJ.
And
DJ, super chat. Shout out y'all for super chats today, man.
let's
Why can't Baker Mayfield be top 10? So I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
he can't. Don't do it. He can't.
Baker, shout out Baker.
Baker played awesome. Like he played awesome.
Like, can we comp tax a little bit? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, real quick, this is pushing in low. Yeah, low. I was in Florida for the 10. So just a quick side note: if y'all was watching the Tampa Bay Bucks game and they were showing Baker and his kid with his wife, I was right next to him. Yeah, y'all get to see my body. I was right next to him. That shit was cool. But yeah, bro. I think Baker. I gotta see him playing. Yeah,
you gotta see more.
You saying context, but he did this last year, but that was his first good year in how long? Chill, like
3 years.
Like he has to show more. Like I mean, he can get in the
to be top 10. There's nothing that he can do besides turn it essentially into Tom Brady to be top 10 in this league.
Wait, if he turns into Tom Brady,
I mean, he's right though.
Wait, hold on, time out. He turned into Tom Brady. Where you got him, young?
He'll be in the top 10.
Why?
No.
Tom Brady's top 5.
Yeah, you call him Tom Brady.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that's the only way, or a Drew Brees type of play. Like that's the only way he'll get into the top 10.
Yeah,
the other guys are just more. They're just better than him, and that's fine.
I rock with Baker, but I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to get in this top 10, bro. It's hard.
I mean,
y'all. I know people who pushing Jared Goff top 10.
Yeah, and whoever was doing that. Yeah, it was on that shit.
Okay, well, that's just dumb.
Yes, 100%.
On that shit.
I have a question though. Nigel.
Yeah.
Do you go with Fields or Russ for the rest
Fields? I've been team Fields since we traded for Fields. And I haven't changed. I mean, they have the same. They don't even really have the same strength at this point. I think Fields' strengths are better at this point, to be honest. And Russ's, and they have the same weaknesses. Neither of them can throw over the middle of the field. Like they can't. Russ because he's short, and Fields because he can't read it. But Fields can at least he can't. Like, I mean, let's just be real.
So wait a minute, Nigel, you're evaluating who shit smells better.
Yes. I mean, yes. If you want to call it that, sure. Yeah. I'm not here taking like Fields.
It's not going to make that much of a difference.
No, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But I've been team Fields like the whole since we traded for him. I don't see why I should change. He's gonna help the running game more than Russ will, and we're gonna try to run the hell out of the ball anyway. So it's like he if we're trying to win, like I would rather have Fields. I would rather have Fields for sure.
Yeah, I rather have Fields too.
This is how y'all are going to have to win all of y'all's games this year.
100%.
Oh yeah,
football.
Yo.
George Pickens gonna make some plays, and we're gonna play defense. That's why
old school football, young.
Yep. Hey, well, defense wins championships, so I mean, if you're winning, you're winning.
I mean
about that.
But. That's how the Steelers usually won their Super Bowls like back in the day. I know they had Big Ben, but still, it's like
they had.
No. I'm just they had a younger Big Ben, which I'm saying. But
so I mean, Matt, what was your thoughts so we can get on this next game, bro?
Yeah, I thought when I was watching that game, I was looking at what TJ Watt was doing to Caleb McGarry, and I'm rethinking like, is he over Myles Garrett? And I remember like, no. This is Caleb McGarry that he's doing it against like that. Like just they weren't doubling him.
Oh my god.
Like at all. And that's it was a really weird game because like I had the Falcons winning and like y'all know my thoughts on the Steelers. I think they're going to finish with a winning record. I love Mike Tomlin, but like I don't know. Atlanta needs to, whether it's Kirk, physical, mental, like we were saying earlier. They need to figure that out pretty quick because they are in a win now mode. And if it's not this year, I don't know what they're going to do next year if Kirk doesn't figure it out or if they choose to go with Penix instead.
All right, baby. So move on to the next game. Matter of fact, where Josh at? Yo, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Let me take put your camera. Put JJ back down. Put you right up. because you must have your moment. You called it. You know your team. Feel me? Y'all beat the Bengals. Before you go off on your little rant though, because you know it seems like a recurring thing when it comes to Joe Burrow, bro. You always starting off slow, bro. What you think the problem is with the with Joe Burrow and the Bengals right now?
See, one thing I noticed with Joe Burrow is that his wrist is really bothering him. Like literally, even on the sidelines, like they're just putting the camera on him. He's just like moving his wrist. Like there's just clearly something wrong with his wrist. And on top of that, I don't know. Like he just tends to have slow starts in the beginning of seasons. That's not excusable whatsoever. Like you need to be better. And like people really sleep on this Patriots defense. Like we really be putting their straps. Gonzo, you're a top 10 corner. Jamar Chase, where were you? Strapped up. Okay, like I'm not hearing none of that. We have the best safety duo in the NFL. We have a top 5 linebacker duo in the NFL. Our D line isn't that great, but Keon White, 2.5 sacks, almost 3 sacks. Like he was dominating the entire game. Like I'm not hearing that. The Patriots have a top 10 defense, even without their best defensive player having blood clots. Like I'm not hearing none of that. People keep sleeping on this, but hey, they're gonna learn. They're gonna find out real soon.
Justice Simmons is an Atlanta Falcon.
Did you just say that the Patriots had the best safety duo? Did you not forget about Atlanta?
Yes, we have the best safety duo. Cool.
Better than Atlanta.
Yes. Yes.
Nigga, you don't believe that.
Where was that?
Okay, hold on. We can get this right now. We can get this right now. We can get this right now. Say that with a straight face.
No.
Hey, on paper that sounds nice. Hey, man.
No.
Okay,
what you just
On
said
paper
with
that
a
sounds
straight face.
nice.
So Josh. Say this word for. Say on God, the Patriots have the best safety duo.
On God, no. Next.
Yo,
God,
that is crazy.
Anyways, I was about to say, and then saying where were they? I know you're trolling, but saying where they for the people that actually think that, asking where our safeties were, ask me, tell me how many times they actually tried throwing it at them.
They didn't. They absolutely did not.
Dude, they literally
It didn't matter because AJ Terrell was getting fried by GP all game.
One time.
AJ Terrell's been cooked.
JJ, if not for that little pass push off.
It would have been twice, right? You right, Nigel. All
right, Paul.
Yeah. Oh, hold up. So Trent, you gonna know that? Like,
well, Matt, elaborate.
What did he say?
No. I was trolling. I've always been an AJ Terrell hater. Like he's a good cornerback.
Yeah, JJ, we observing the troll. We observing it. Anyways.
It's okay.
Terrell has been.
Gosh, what's your thoughts on the game now? Before I get to that. That was your thoughts?
Huh? My thoughts on the game? I mean, that was my thoughts. Like, the Patriots defense is dominant. The Bengals need to step their game up. Ramondre Stevenson is he going to be back in top 10-ish conversations. I'm telling you that. Hey, man, I love my team, man. That's going to be one of our only 4 wins.
Okay.
One of our only 4 wins.
Oh, September 10th. So September 10th, 7:30 Central Time. Josh just said, "I love my team." That's noted.
Drake May, you gonna save us, man?
Come on.
All right.
Drake May.
Durag, what's your thoughts on the game?
Another year, another slow start for the Bengals. They can't afford this type of play early on in the year. It's going to bite them in the ass later down the road, especially in the division they're in. They can't be affording this. That defense is fried, man. I mean, it's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Every year, that defense gets worse and worse. You lost Jesse Bates. You lost DJ Reader. And the draft picks you're drafting with, you're not hitting on your draft picks. You're not paying Jamar Chase. So now your offense is also compromised because T. Higgins ain't got his bread, and he's not going to come back from injury until he's 100% healthy because he's not risking nothing right now. So y'all being cheap is affecting your play right now and in the future. So either y'all need to start hitting on these draft picks, start hitting out these contracts, figure something out. Something I get figured out. It's plain and simple.
JJ? All right, JJ not here. All right, so Young, what's your thoughts on the game?
I think something's wrong with Joe Burrow. Like Josh said, every time he would go to the sideline, he was like messing with his wrist or having to like warm up or something. Like that should be fixed. I don't know what's wrong with him. Obviously, they always start out slow. I mean, you can always say that. To me, that's a problem. I'm not really moved by their offensive scheme. I never really have been. It's a lot of Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, save us, make a play, which elite at doing it. But I don't think they really have a great scheme. I just think they rely on the guys they have. And like you said, Durag, as the years have gone, the guys that make plays have left, and they're starting to leave. And they're not replacing them with guys to keep making plays. So they got to figure it out. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to do it in the AFC West, man. It's hard to do it in the AFC period to give up these games. So yeah, am I worried? A little bit because of Burrow, but we'll see. You can't lose to the Patriots, not week one, off of the whole offseason to get healthy, because this is the healthiest you're going to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Donnie?
This is just off topic, but I just want to throw it out. Juju Brents is now out for the year.
Damn.
So the Colts secondary is now somehow even worse than what it was. I believe their CB1 is going to be Dallas Flowers. Not great. So just wanted to throw that out.
Should be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's good, dude.
Anthony Richardson has to turn into 2018 Patrick Mahomes for them to get wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, he did. Well, he did look like it for that one throw. But which game are we talking about again?
Pats and Bengals.
Pats and Bengals. I didn't watch this game, so I really can't say. I was planning on breaking down the film tomorrow, so I guess I'll just pass it to Karen because I didn't watch the game, so I can't say.
All right, Karen, go ahead.
Disappointed in you, Donnie.
I'm sorry, Matt.
I pretty much agree with like Josh and Young. Joe Burrow just looked injured. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. I was high on the Pats defense before, so I said before they would be in a lot of games. I just didn't expect it, like them to actually win them because I thought their offense would be anemic. So, no.
Jimmy Polk exists, idiot.
But yeah, we got Joe Burrow now is 1-4 in week one, so that's something to note.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know. I just think with the AFC just getting better and better each year, like you can't afford these week one losses. So, yeah.
We still on my bad. We still on Pats Bengals.
Yep.
Pats Bengals. I'll be honest. I didn't catch much of this game, but I did watch some of the highlights. I did see what Josh was talking about with Burrow's wrist and how that was hindering him. And yeah, the early season stuff. I mean, it's been 3 years in a row now where he's been just not very good early on. But usually he picks it up. I kind of expect him to do the same. I feel like people are trying to overcorrect on Joe Burrow, like because he was like people were saying. I know this was like we were talking about it recently with JJ, like the Burrow Allen stuff. So now people are trying to correct, like, oh, he's not even top 5, like he's closer to like the bottom of the top 10, and it's like I don't think this game really changes my opinion of Burrow, because I've seen him do this before, and then he's come back and had really excellent play over like the last 3 months of the season. So I don't make too much of this. Yeah, shout out to Ramondre Stevenson for sure. Top 10. I mean, top 10.
Well, he could be right at 10. You feel me?
He could be.
I always been high.
It's up for grabs. So
I mean, he's the best.
I love him.
Like, he was the best in his class. He just got hurt. But Matt, what's your thoughts on the game, bro?
Yeah, no, I was. That was like my one lock for all my picks this week is for the Bengals to beat my Patriots. Obviously, I didn't think there was a scenario where that would happen, even though like I thought the Bengals were going to struggle. I didn't think they were going to struggle that much. But something that I do want to point out about the Patriots is everybody, like I wouldn't say everybody. I would say there was just like a select few, just a handful of people that were hating on Gerard Mayo for choosing Brissett to be the starter over Drake May. The Patriots' offensive line, as expected, was not very good in that game. And Jacoby Brissett started taking a beating. There was this one, I think it was his ankle, where you could just see like he's in pain. Like Jacoby Brissett is injured right now, pretty much, from how bad that offensive line was. Putting Drake May behind that offensive line would be an absolute disaster. It would be like watching what Jaden Daniels was doing in the game against Tampa.
What did he have at UNC though?
What's up?
What did he already have at UNC though?
but
the worst offensive line I've ever seen.
But it's different going against ACC guys than
NFL talent.
Even though Drake is a big dude because he's like what 6'4", 235, 230, something like that. He's a big guy. He's gonna take a beating, and that's something you really don't want.
Shoot, Jacoby Brissett's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 6'4", 240. He's not.
No, they were forcing Jacoby Brissett to run. I don't know if y'all saw what Gerard Mayo said. What Gerard Mayo said. I'm not going to say it, but yeah,
he's the least athletic black quarterback. That's what he's.
Oh, Matt,
he was running.
About the same size, 6'4", 230. So yeah, they're about the same size.
Oh, Matt. By the way, there's a picture on Jacoby Brissett's angle. It's black and blue. You're not. Right.
Yeah, no, like Drake May should not be playing. I've been saying this. I don't want to see Drake May on the field until maybe week 6 or week 7 because for the next 5 games we have a pretty rough schedule.
It's season. Yeah. If y'all are going to just toss out ragdolls out there, just put Joe Milton in there.
I don't even think that would be ethical at that point because you're just asking him to get hurt out there. But
also, shout out to Gerard Mayo for getting.
You think Gerard Mayo has just been watching LSU tape, just thinking about how great Will Campbell is going to be on the Patriots?
He's the next
yes, sir.
I know it's been 1 week, but the Will Campbell first overall.
It's a meme of
starting to like it a little bit more
Will
now.
Campbell, please.
Yeah, Josh, they saying is Luther Burden and Tim Minute not gonna be a Patriot by next year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Luther Burden the Patriot, T. Higgins the Patriot. Come on, bro. Super team coming.
Matt, back on you.
Will Campbell said you.
Matt, back on you. Speaking of Josh Allen, the Joe Burrow debate or whatever. Josh Allen had a crazy game. I thought they was gonna lose at first to Donnie's Cardinals, but they somehow came back. Josh Allen balled. Gotta ask you, Matt, is Josh Allen in MVP form?
Is Josh Allen in MVP form? I mean, if he's able to, lead this Bills team to a winning record this year again, with this time, it's okay. Let me say this. I feel like for Josh Allen, the narrative should change around him by the end of the year. Obviously, we'll see what happens. But if he's able to win MVP with Coleman, Shakir, Kincaid, none of these guys necessarily.
Josh Allen and friends. That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I respect Kincaid, but
Cook up, young.
They're not using. I do too, but they're not using.
Yeah. I know he's not he's not proven yet. I think. So it's like some of the criticisms I would hear about Allen. Obviously, you got the turnovers. I feel like that's just inevitable with Allen at this point. You get the highs, you get the lows, and then again, he never really had some MVP caliber season before they got Stephon Diggs. Now Stephon Diggs is gone. There's no reason why anybody, if he's going to be playing like this throughout the whole year, and the Bills are able to be one of the top teams in the AFC, he's too good to not get an MVP. He's a top 15 quarterback ever. He's one of the all-time greats already. I've been talking about Josh Allen on my TikTok. He's been I can't put it into words. Can't put it into words.
Bro, you glazing right now, bro.
We stopping at 15? We stopping at 15? I'll go for it.
You think Johnny United stopped?
No. Go further.
Chill. We need to chill.
We got the Brett Favre bag. He better than Brett Favre.
Oh man!
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man!
He's more physically gifted. He's more physically gifted than Brett Favre.
If Josh Allen wins the MVP this year, I'm putting him over John Elway. I don't care. I'm sorry.
Well, he to me, he's a John Elway clone. He is.
Yeah. No, they're very similar.
Except
Favre is where you.
Hold on, real quick, Matt. Back your microwave up a little bit because your shit is peaking. But
my bad.
You straight. But I think when it's all said and done, Josh, Lamar, Burrow, if he stay healthy, of course, Mahomes.
They're all gonna be better than Elway. I'll tell you that.
I'm not gonna lie. They're all gonna damn near be in the top 10. Damn near.
Lamar's gonna be top 10.
Lamar's gonna be top 10.
Yeah, I think he's a top 10
lock. Yeah, Lamar gonna be top 10 lock. I'm sorry. There's no way.
If he just stays healthy, he doesn't have to win a Super Bowl. If he just stays healthy the rest of his career, he's a top 10 lock quarterback.
I think
Josh is gonna be pushing it.
I think Josh is a better shot, but that's just my opinion.
I think
skills, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what? What? I don't care.
Like to be top 10 because I think his play will last longer.
Yeah, but you think? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's your feelings talking, not being objective. Not gonna lie.
Wait, so you comparing how long Josh Allen and Lamar will last?
Yeah.
That's like, bro. That's like comparing how long a 1900s like wooden building will last. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're both gonna like break down eventually, man. I'm sorry.
So never mind.
No, Dave, say
where you got Josh Allen already?
Oh, me personally?
He has him top 5 apparently.
I don't rank quarterbacks.
Wait a minute.
A lot of these guys.
Let me check and see where I got Allen because I need to tell y'all like the definitive.
Shit, young.
You don't
my
think
way.
Josh Allen an elite passer?
No, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all who trying to be disgusting with Lamar? Lamar's still a really good passer, and he's the GOAT running quarterback. So when it's all said and done, he's top 10 lock. I'm not hearing that he's not top 10. Like, that's just
Josh Allen. If he stays, if they both stay healthy,
they are top 10.
Yeah, no, I got Josh Allen at 14 right now, and he's still considered young. Like,
I don't think either.
Like, why wouldn't he be top 10 in
Josh
the next
Allen?
2 years?
28. You missed the point. Even if you don't feel like,
he's 28. He just turned 28.
Even if you don't feel like Lamar is not a top 10 passer right now, Lamar is still a really good passer. Yeah. So whatever you trying to talk, it don't matter in this situation because he's still
the running literally
quarterback and it's not close.
Yes. Him being just a really good passer and like you said, and being the best running quarterback ever puts him in the top 10 conversation.
Wait, real talk. What's your top 10 real quick?
So I'll just name in no order. So you got Mahomes, Brady, A-Rod, Peyton, Drew Brees, Montana, Steve Young, Marino. Who the back end?
Did you say Favre? I don't know if you have Favre.
Favre.
Did you say Breeze?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he said Breeze.
I got 5. There's one more. There's literally one more.
Are we gonna say Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Said that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
JJ, shout out JJ.
JJ,
I've been having Matt Ryan top.
No, he don't think that. He don't think that.
Okay.
Can we get number 10 real quick? Can we just get number 10 real quick?
I'm trying to think of number 10. Like,
no, but I do have Matt Ryan as a top 10.
I guess. John Elway, I guess.
So after he passes up John Elway, who else is he passing up?
Why is John Elway over Matt Ryan?
Who are you talking about?
Because Lamar, Josh Allen, right? Because when y'all say top 10, y'all not literally stopping at the top 10. They all can't just fit at 10. So real quick,
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
so
who are they passing up?
I think Josh Allen and Lamar can pass
Lamar and Josh can be Lamar and Josh can be Lamar and Josh Allen can be over Steve Young. They can.
Yes.
They can.
Oh yeah.
You got Steve Young like if you were to rank him, you got him like 6, right?
Nah, now we're talking about Steve Young.
Like 7, 8ish. And
I got 7.
If we really want to get to the facts,
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Okay,
they might be over Montana.
I'm gonna ask a serious question. Wait, what?
Never mind.
What?
You don't understand on that.
And by the way, I know you think Trent. I would hope to believe that you think Matt Ryan better than John Elway. By the way, but we're gonna move on.
I mean, bro. Anyways, so I have a genuine question.
So he a top 10 quarterback.
I have a genuine.
There's no way John Elway is better than Matt Ryan.
I have a genuine question for y'all. Especially you, Young. Especially you. Josh Allen finished his career. Like, just, he still, longevity got that all. He over Dan Marino?
Yeah.
I probably will put him over Dan Marino.
I'm taking over Dan Marino right now.
Why?
Okay.
But right now, what Josh can do outside of, I think the arm talent is the same, but what Josh does off structure, out of pocket, and then the run game is what will push him over the top. And I don't think Dan Marino was like consistent enough to where it would move me. Like Aaron Rodgers consistency, Patrick Mahomes consistency, Brady Breeze, those guys above him were always great, consistently great.
So
Dan was great. It was just
I ain't gonna lie, he's spitting that real.
No, hold on. But real quick then. So you are of the belief that Lamar would be over Marino too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. And it's
Let's
not
keep it going.
Herbert.
Let's keep it going.
And Herbert and Brock Purdy. Come on.
Because if we really want to get, why'd you kick him off? Why'd y'all kick him off? Because we really want to get to the facts.
Hold on.
If we really want to get to the facts, right? The same way y'all said, because we know injuries can happen, whatever, blah blah blah. But let's just go with the belief that the injuries aren't happening right now, right? And this is like the same case for another quarterback. Why wouldn't Herbert be in the same conversation?
Hey, if Herbert, he will.
I don't think he will because I don't consistently see. I see Herbert. I don't consistently see it enough. I've already told y'all that. There's no quarterback. There's no quarterback in the top 10 that you're like, oh man, he plays like a robot a little bit too much. Like he needs to just let loose. All of them in that top 10 will go get it. Like, and you don't have to worry about that. Herbert that's a problem. Now, he's gonna be. I think he could be in that Joe Burrow like pushing top 10. I don't think he's Lamar and Josh Allen. I don't think Joe Burrow is Lamar and Josh Allen. If their careers just they make the like if they get the longevity, I don't think Joe Burrow is in the same conversation as Lamar and Josh Allen. I think him and Herbert are in that same tier.
Okay. So then I ask you this, right? You got Marino probably at like 5 or something, right?
No.
Hell no.
Where you got him at? Where you got him at?
7
He's
or
like
8.
he's like 7 or 8. He's in the
And who would you have above him real quick? In your opinion? And
I got Rodgers, Mahomes, Peyton Manning,
yeah,
Brady, Breeze.
Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't he pass up? So wait, Breeze 6. So you got him like you said 7 or 8, right?
Like 7, 8, yeah.
And if he was 8, who else would be above him?
Who was? I mean,
Steve Young.
No.
Yeah,
So,
Steve Young.
if you're gonna say that about what you just said about Dan Marino and stuff like that, what was stopping you from putting him above Breeze and Young?
Putting who above Breeze and Young?
Allen and Lamar.
Over Drew again. I don't think they're consistently like Steve Young and Drew Brees over their entire careers were very consistent players. Lamar and Josh Allen fluctuate a little bit. That's what it is.
I did think Steve Young would be pushing
the thing
top
is,
5
you saw Lamar Jackson, not Lamar Allen. Lamar Jackson. Last game, he was missing throws that are easy throws. He was selling big time throws, and then he makes dots like that. Consistent. It's the same thing with Josh Allen. He'll make a big time.
I'm gonna
play.
go to my historian Trent on this one, right, real quick.
That's what it is.
Trent, you seen Breeze miss throws too, right?
Yeah.
Every quarterback misses throws.
But here's the thing.
They all human.
Here's why I say Breeze and what's his name. I think the passing game, like so I'll put it like this. That just for the all-time QBs, I think it's all-time wise. Brady, Mahomes, Peyton, or A-Rod Peyton, and then there's a gap. There's a drop off, and then it's Breeze, Montana, and then it's like. So when it comes to those, JJ specifically, especially, I feel like what's that shit called? Breeze is like the Oh my god! Like when it comes to
Duncan,
he's the what?
he's like the Tim Duncan of quarterbacks.
No. When I'm talking about like
threshold,
like,
the threshold.
Like, you got to be better than Breeze to get in that conversation.
Threshold.
Yeah, yeah. So, like
The
JJ,
gatekeeper.
he's the gatekeeper. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Hemster. Thank you. He's the gatekeeper. So, JJ, my thing is with Breeze. Like, let me ask you this: do you think Josh Allen is close to Drew Brees as a passer, especially like Pete Drew Brees?
Passer?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So that's why
I feel like real quick, I think the whole panel would agree that y'all don't think that, right?
No.
What, like Allen is better? Or
Allen is close to Breeze as a
passer.
No.
I don't think it's close either. Like,
It's never going to be close, and that's okay.
Okay, we can agree.
So that's why I say when it comes to that's why I want to say for me personally, that's why I say Josh Allen probably won't be over Drew Brees because of just off the passing factor alone. It's not close. Same thing with Lamar. So unless Josh Allen longevity starts looking like Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, same thing with Lamar. Like in an all-time standpoint, they might be close, but as a player, I would rather always have Drew Brees.
Unless
even if the longevity matches
the
up,
only way the back half of their careers will have to get better as passers.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that, that's different.
Because
like I don't. If I'm not saying they're going to be the same all the way.
Off accuracy alone, it's like if you want the question, Riddell, it's dead ass not even comparable.
So
between
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say Riddell made a good point. I just want for the people, because people always come in our pod. They want to learn too, man. So kind of like get into the nitty gritty. Why you think
we cannot talk about going into that? We cannot
ball placement as far as passing. It's not even close.
It's not close. And
Drew Brees'
the short and intermediate accuracy is not close neither.
Passing,
Not
you're
even
talking
close
about
to slightest.
throwing with anticipation, throwing
Not
the
close.
time,
cannot talk about
Not close.
I mean, especially as a process.
Young, all of that you just said is not close. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and like it's not.
It's not close.
It's not even a conversation I'm willing to have. Everybody
no.
above Brees, I will have that conversation. Everybody really behind him, I'm not really having that conversation.
That's why I think. Yeah, that's why I think is that what's his name? Like Drew Brees is dead ass. To me, he's the gatekeeper of the top 5 because I don't know how I feel about Joe Montana. If y'all want to have him the gatekeeper, I guess that's fine.
Now, talent wise, I think they have the talent to do it. I think
Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees' talent is underrated a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
sure,
but
no, I'm saying
he's not like an Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes or like even like a Peyton Manning talent was. Like
real quick. Wait, Nigel, what were you saying real quick?
I was saying I hate hearing like people always talk about like what a player can do. Like the comment was what Josh Allen can make the passes Drew Brees does.
Yeah, he said what passes Josh Allen can't make that Drew Brees can't.
It doesn't matter because he does not make them at close to the level of consistency of Drew Brees. Yeah. Like we can't. I don't want to hear about what.
Why are we even
like we can say that.
Yeah,
about
I'm just being real. I like these questions. I like these questions that Riddell's asking.
Upside, if you're talking about big time throws, I don't think Drew Brees can make the throws that Josh Allen can make.
Oh, that's fine.
Upside.
That's fine.
But,
I mean,
again, that was my thing. Like the consistency is not there with that. Now, if you're just talking skill set and talent, yeah, he's more talented than Drew Brees. But he has a better skill set than Drew Brees. But consistently, he cannot flash it as consistent as Drew Brees did at an elite level. Neither of those guys above him.
I mean, just to answer this next question for Riddell, because it's hey, look, come on, let's be real. How is Lamar close to John Elway as a passer?
It's such a. If you want to be honest, the game is so different versus the guys in front. If you look at the guys ahead of him, for the most part, they all played in the era where it was a lot more spread out, so they could be a lot more efficient. John Elway played with old school I formation one-on-one routes. That's why his completion percentage is down. That's why a lot of the numbers don't look good. John Elway was a great talent, but the numbers aren't going to look good. I think Lamar can still make some of those throws. Like it's not like it's night or day different.
I think it's closer than what people want to give it.
I think
people shit on Lamar passing. Like, people. You know what's the funniest part? The funniest part, JJ? People shit on Lamar's passing like he's Michael Vick. Because people don't really want to get down to the facts about Michael Vick.
Yeah.
People make it seem like Lamar is not a good thrower. Like people really make it seem like Lamar is Michael Vick. People still in big 2024 still think Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick are close, and I don't know why. I think it's just nostalgia. But
I also think
Lamar Jackson still a
yes, and I think Vick would be a better passer in this kind of football because I think you have to be better passers like now.
Man, Mike Vick is closer to Trey Lance.
I mean, Mike Vick improved as a passer. You see,
he
improved as a passer when he got
Okay.
I don't think like people underrate Lamar's arm talent significantly because he's the GOAT runner of the quarter, like at quarterback.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they did the same thing with Vic, but to a lesser extent. But it's just hard to really get into the true nitty. I mean, we don't have the true time because we've only gone through like 3 games, but passing is more than just like, oh, that was a good pass. It's a lot of anticipation. It's a lot of ball placement.
Yep.
That's what makes those all-time great guys better than just the great guys. Like that's really the difference of it.
I think the most underrated part about Lamar is his anticipation. Like,
yeah, it's just again sometimes he gets wonky and he'll miss a throw like the touchdown. Those 2 touchdown passes, he just gets wonky.
Well, I would even go as far to say that this past season from Lamar, this second MVP year, I would say he's like more portable and fits into more offenses because of the ability to pass.
Sure.
Yeah. I think 2019 is still better because he was just a bigger big play threat than this past year. But like if you were to put like 2019 in like
Lamar,
5 different offenses, I don't think it would fit as well as this past year.
Lamar in 2023 versus 2019 is the same way we view Patrick Mahomes 2022 versus his first MVP. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They might not put up the same numbers and be as explosive, but you can see night and day they're way better quarterbacks and playing quarterbacks when they first won their first MVP versus second.
Yeah, but like JJ, I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to those quarterbacks, it kind of like the same thing with like the receivers that are into it, like Tay, Reek, Jettas.
Yeah,
like they go like these top quarterbacks we're talking about. This applies for these top receivers. Like when it's all said and done, they're gonna be in combos that people don't want to have to hear. They're not gonna like.
Yo, Trent, this might be a reach. CJ Stroud.
Reach.
It's reach right now.
Dylan Raiola.
It's season number 2 for him, man.
I don't think that's a reach. No. No, here's why it's not a reach. No, it's not a reach. Like we're talking about consistency. Stroud, we saw him like I think he had the lowest touchdown interception ratio as a rookie.
Gang. Wait.
Matt, that sounds cool. That sounds cool, but like, bro.
Wait, you just answered your own question. That's why we pump the brakes. It's consistency.
I'm not though, because if that's what he's doing in his first year, like that's the one thing that like that at least for me, that I'm concerned the most about rookie quarterbacks is turning the ball over. He wasn't turning the ball over. And I don't expect him to become
Dak. Talk to me about Dak.
I was gonna say Dak,
listen,
and I love Dak.
You can not throw like you can not turn the ball over, but you can still make plays that are turnover worthy. You feel me?
No.
He did. I agree. This past game, he did.
This past game, he threw 2 interceptions, but they were called back from penalties. And they were both terrible throws.
Okay, so
Jalen Hurts can be Jalen Hurts can be a top 100 quarterback of all time by the end of his career.
Yeah, he can be top 150.
No trolling aside. So I mean, Dill, it's hard. It's hard because he a question mark, bro. Because that last year, Brian Johnson, it hindered where like his trajectory was gonna go all time. Because now he has to show that again. So it's like I don't know yet. If I could probably answer that question after this season, I'm not gonna lie. If he keeps it up. Like if he plays good this season, if he plays good this season,
true.
No. He could be the best Eagles quarterback ever. He could be.
It's a low bar. I mean, that's a pretty low bar. But like,
I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, all right. No, it's not a low bar. It's just not. Whatever.
But real quick, just so we can get back on track because we had some. It was a good conversation. What game was he on?
Bengals,
Patriots.
We're still okay. Cool. So, Josh, have your camera real quick so we can go on to the next game, bro. Is Josh here? All right. So look.
By the way, Gonzo played a great game.
Hold on, no, are we on the Cardinals Bills?
Yep.
Yeah. Because I brought up Josh Allen being top 15. Yeah.
You're right. So we're gonna finish that. It's
on Donnie.
I gotta ask you this, Donnie. So of course you want to talk about Josh Allen. You might talk. You can of course talking about how Josh Allen was cooking. You got him in the MVP form or whatever. My MVP. But also there are some talks. Your boy Marvin Harrison Jr., your Lord and Savior. 1 catch 4 yards. What was your thoughts on the game though? Like I'm not even trying to troll. Not even trying to be on that. Like just your thoughts about the game though.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about another topic of rookie disappointments later, but if we do,
we are.
Okay. Then I'll save that for later because I was able to. The second the all-22 dropped at like 1 a.m, watch the full thing because I'm psychotic. But no, I mean the game went about as I expected. I said it was going to be the high-scoring game of the week, and I was right. I said I don't think both of these defenses are good, and I think both of these teams are going to put up points. And I thought both quarterbacks played well. I thought Kyler played well. I thought Josh Allen played great, but that's because Josh Allen, he's better than Kyler, and he's one of the 2 best QBs in the league. Outside of that strip sack, and technically that wasn't even his fault. Like I thought the pocket moving on that play was a little wonky, but dude, Allen let us up. But I also don't think Allen did anything absurdly crazy. Like he wasn't making big plays. He had a couple nice throws. He did. Like he had a really good shot to Keon Coleman down the sideline. He had Khalil Shakir on a nice ball as well, but he was just picking apart the defense because this defense is ass. So that's what Josh Allen did. And he was patient. And Listen, I compared it to the 2022 Chiefs offense for a reason. I think it's going to be more run heavy. It's going to be a lot easier stuff for Josh Allen. He's not going to be forced to be Superman, because that's what Josh Allen has done for the last 2 years, and that's why he's led the NFL in big time throw percentage the last 2 years combined. So I thought Josh Allen played great. Didn't think he did anything like whoa, crazy, whoa, but he did exactly what he was asked to. They said, what's that? Joe Brady looked at him and said, Josh Allen, just play it safe. They're gonna run quarters because they can't rush the passer, because we couldn't. We had a 12% win rate for the whole D line. That was the worst in the NFL by a full 4%. Shout out Arizona. So yeah, that's fun. But no, I thought Josh Allen played great. In terms of was he the best quarterback this week, stats wise, you can say yes. But if you're talking about on tape, I thought a couple guys, they made some bigger throws. They were, maybe bigger. I don't want to say bigger impacts, but they just did more crazy wow stuff. Like Josh Allen just played conservative, and he just shredded them apart. So, shout out Josh. We'll get to Marvin soon though, because I have a lot to say about that.
Young.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way as Donnie. I thought they would win by a little bit more. But again, I don't think the Bills roster is that good. They're really young. They got rid of everybody on that defense. And, I mean, both game plans mirrored the same. Like, they were conservative on offense, and the Bills played a lot of too high because they didn't want to give up a big play. And that goes into a little bit why Marv didn't really have the game that everybody thought. But, yeah, these guys, the defenses aren't good, and both teams relied on their quarterback. So we'll see. I'm not really worried about Arizona. I think they're a lot better than people think. I don't think they can stop anybody right now, but I think their offense is good.
Offense is very good.
And I think it can get better, just as Marv gets settled in and integrated a little bit more. Because I don't even think y'all use McBride a lot.
Really. It was a lot. It was, I mean, I'll get into it.
Yeah.
Our tight ends weren't even used this past week. Pissed me off.
JJ?
Bro, tell me about it.
Is it here? Oh, he's not. Karen, what's your thoughts on the game?
Yo, I'm ready.
Oh, hold on. You here? Oh, okay.
That Cardinals game, look, I told people already, man. The way the Bills are going to win is by the way Josh Allen carries them to a win, man. And once again, it showed me that their defense ain't really on none. Like I said, they were in a close game with the Cardinals. Sorry, Donnie. I know that's your team. Love you, man. Not loving the team though. Just keep it real. Josh Allen, 4 total touchdowns, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. Got to put respect, on some of these pass catchers, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman. They were aiding Josh Allen. We got to see how consistent they can keep that up, man. Because if they could just be solid, this team can get more than the 9 wins that I predict them to get. But
Karen,
I doubt it. So,
Karen.
First of all, the last drive, I don't know what the hell they were calling running.
Oh my god!
Third and
I can't. No, it's pissing me off again. I've already been pissed off 3 times. It's pissing me off again.
They throw a fade to Greg Dortch, who doesn't have a high catch radius. But anyway,
like 5'7".
Yeah, he's shorter than. Yeah, he's short.
Wait, Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch is.
I love Greg Dortch.
He's good underneath. Like
Greg Dortch is awesome. Why are you throwing a 50-50
I honestly
ball to
don't
Greg
understand
Dortch?
why they're throwing a fade route to Greg Dortch.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. So I'm taller than an NFL receiver, man. That feels good.
Bro, it's not that
I
shocking.
mean, you should be.
Not.
I'm taller than Antonio Brown.
I'm 5'8". I'm not that tall.
Oh wow, you're a midget.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I am a midget. Yeah.
Yo, come on, Josh, walk in.
But yeah, I thought Kyler played pretty good. The run game was like okay. It wasn't nothing crazy. James Conner had some pretty physical runs on the goal line. I've been high on the Cardinals offense, but man, that defense freaking stinks. It is absolutely horrible. Josh Allen, no Stephon Diggs, no problem. So, yeah, we're pushing that narrative. But anyway.
Okay, bro. That's like, all right.
Nah, just wait till you go to the next game. Just wait.
What, where he throws like
He's
No,
playing Miami, bro. You know he cooks Miami.
About the next game we gonna talk
Nobody's
about.
talking about
Miami. He is the
Nobody's
father.
talking about the next game we gotta talk about.
No. Nobody's talking about the Bills in Miami. They always own them. I'm not. You gonna hear it. Go ahead.
I knew it. I knew he was going. Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
Shout out to Keon. Keon did look pretty good in his debut. And then Josh, this game actually reminded me of I believe it was 2022. They played the Rams week 1, and Josh Allen really didn't do anything. He might have thrown a pick or two, but like for the rest of the game, like he was very conservative, but he was just hitting like a bunch of easy stuff. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that game for some reason because everyone went into that year. They're like, Josh Allen needs to be, less aggressive. And he went and did that and then kind of just went back to who he was. We'll see if this continues. If he plays better defenses, I kind of don't think it will because it's Josh Allen. Like he's always going to, he's always going to go for the big play. But no, good win for the Bills. They faced a little adversity in this game because they were down, 17-3. So yeah, they actually had to fight, and they did that. I can't really say anything new about the Cardinals. Offense has the potential to be like very, very good, but yeah, the defense is just, probably the worst in the league. So
just take out probably, okay? Just take.
Okay,
out.
the worst. Okay, the worst.
Might be the worst defense I've ever seen.
Get ready to learn they scoring, Donnie.
It is very bad. Yeah.
Chill.
On paper, it might be the worst.
Darius Robinson, please save us when we come out from injury.
Josh, what was your thoughts?
I mean, my main thing is that like if Josh Allen has to play like that every single game for them to just barely squeeze by, that's a problem. Like that defense is food, like barbecue chicken, like huge problem. And like I don't know, like if you want to be a serious playoff contender, you can't be struggling against lower echelon teams like that. Like again, Donnie, no offense, but like bro,
lower
echelon not good. So like,
man's acting like we're the same team as last year. Come on, Josh.
Not the same team, but y'all still trash. You feel me? Like.
I wouldn't say we're trash.
Trash with a crown on is crazy.
Josh.
I wouldn't say
Patriots.
we're trash.
Nah, Josh. Wait. Josh. Patriots fan to Patriots fan. We like our team. We're talking like you're talking a little too crazy right now. Like.
Josh, the
No,
offense.
you said you like your team.
Josh, here's the thing: the offense is too good for this team to be trash. I'm sorry, but it is.
So now
And
another
we
trash,
went to
a fan of another trash franchise right now can't.
We're just trash and trash conversing. You feel me? Like that's what makes us family. Man.
I said Arizona would go 7 and I said Arizona would go 7-10. I don't think that's trash. I think that's bad.
I think I had them at the exact same. Yeah.
All right, so
wait, did you think the Falcons were trash last year?
I think the Falcons. I couldn't tell you what
I was kind of shocked you guys won 7 games.
Donnie, for over the last 3 seasons, did you think the Falcons were trash?
I thought they were
like because they literally
JJ, I couldn't tell you what I ate for breakfast this morning. I really couldn't tell you.
JJ, can I ask you a question?
I'll go take a look at my TikTok.
I'll ask the panel this. Did y'all think we were good over the last?
You know what, JJ? I will say this: I did not pick you guys to go last in your division last year because I picked Tampa, and then that
agreed. But what happened was we went 7-10. So were we good or not?
Y'all having a mid-off right now, bro.
I mean, y'all were like
you were not a trash. You were not a trash
football. Like you guys were butt, not trash.
Oh, so JJ, you're asking me last year we went 7-10. We were a trash football team.
Semantics.
No, you
we were butt.
Oh, JJ, can we move on?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So if we're butt, Johnny just said the Cardinals are going to be 7-10.
It doesn't matter.
JJ.
Bro heard 7-10. Bro heard 7-10 and immediately.
It's not good. Hey, 7-10 is a good team, man. Look,
JJ, no, it's not.
Anyway,
hey, the Panthers went 7-8-1, and they won the division.
Guys, lock in. Let's go.
Lock in. Anyways, so Josh, how you coming back on? So back on you. You know, this is basically our favorite team. All 3 of us, our favorite teams. Houston Texans versus the Colts. You know, I think Naji is leading the bet right now. I think, because Nico has more yards.
Oh yeah.
He's leading the bet.
It's not Nico. Yeah.
Nico snap, Diggs snap, CJ, Joe Mixon snap. We're gonna talk about Joe Mixon soon, right after we have this conversation. Anthony Richardson probably had throw of the year. I think there's probably gonna be no other throw gonna be better than that unless he breaks it. Unless he does it again.
Yep.
AD Mitchell might be one of the best throws ever.
AD Mitchell should have had the best debut at the time, but AR sold him on that. But that game was just fire, back and forth. Hell of a game, hell of a division game. Josh, what's your game? Thoughts on your on that game, bro?
Hey man, me and Nigel, we on that Texans CJ Stroud train. Like CJ Stroud's gonna produce an elite level. Like
You got
unstoppable. Like the offensive line's healthy, you can see, and Joe Mixon's way better than we expected. So that's a plus. CJ Stroud's winning MVP for me. And then for the Colts, AR-15's accuracy is something to talk about. Like we talk about, but his accuracy is not good whatsoever.
Not great.
He's still working on it. He's gonna get better over time. He's a toolsy guy. He's gonna become more refined over time. But like people who overrate him right now, I have some questions for you. You feel me? Like that throw was nice, but like how about the 2 touchdowns he missed to AD Mitchell, and then the little sideline throw?
The first one was
yards. Like if he hit all 3 throws, AD Mitchell finished the game with 5 receptions, 120, and 2 touchdowns. So like
maybe more than 120.
Yeah, you're looking at almost maybe the best rookie wide receiver debut ever that was just blown because you had 9 completions and poor accuracy and just bad decision making overall. So like he's gonna get better over time, but like I don't know. And there's one more thing I need to touch upon. The Texans, if the Texans really want to make a deep playoff run, that safety room needs to be addressed. I don't know if it's at the deadline, whatever, man. Like it needs to be fixed. Jimmy Ward playing deep, it's horrible. Like he gave up Allen on him. Like he's not. He was never.
Hey, Ward's still in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
he's starting.
Poor safety plays can be the downfall of the Texans if they don't address it, or if Jimmy Ward doesn't play better, or just give Kalen Bullock more snaps.
He will.
Yeah, he played good.
That's why he was drafted to play deep coverage.
Nigel,
well, yeah, because he can't tackle him, but he is very good as a deep safety.
Nigel,
he had the pick on Richardson, didn't he? I think that was him.
Yeah, he did.
I think so,
yeah. But
I think that was
the game,
his first interception. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Nigel.
He this was to me this was my favorite game of the week. I don't know if it's necessarily game of the week, but it was my favorite game of the week. Where do I start? I'll start with the Texans. Trent, you correctly pointed out at whenever I was texting on Sunday about Joe Mixon. Yeah, Joe Mixon, I mean, he was every single run basically was a positive run. I mean, I think he had like 2 bad runs the whole game. Like the O-line, credit to the O-line, but Mixon was running hard. Like there's not, I said this in the chat, like there's not much explosiveness with Mixon, but like it does not really, it doesn't really matter. He's running with a purpose. Yeah, he's running through people, and it's like you get 4 or 5 yards a pop. It doesn't. I don't really care, especially with that passing offense. Like that's all you need.
I think he said
that's all they want.
I think he said on his post game because he was mad how the Bengals did him. So he got something to prove this.
Yeah. No, if he runs like this, I told you, Trent. If he runs like this, they're going to
lie. Joe Mixon started playing like this. He might be back in combos like how he was.
Oh man.
He might be in them top 10 combos. He might be.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, I was probably. I think I was
not good at all.
I was wrong about him being washed.
I was.
It's one game. It's one game. It's one game.
No. It's one game, but I get it. Like
if he's,
if this is what Joe Mixon is doing, like the run game was like my only really like that was my only concern with this offense. And if this is what Joe Mixon is going to be like, it's like it's reinforcing what I've been saying all summer, and then some if they have an actual run game that the Texans are going to win the whole Super Bowl. Like that's my pick. When you're looking at a roster from top to bottom, a good coaching staff, which I like Philly, like I'm high on their roster too. Their coaching staff very much concerns me. The Texans, I am very, very comfortable with D'Amico. I'm very comfortable with Bobby Slowick. While like the secondary isn't the best that it could be, I like what Derek Stingley is bringing. The linebacking core. The linebacker core is great. That front 7 doesn't even have Danico Autry yet, one of the best run stoppers in the game. Like this team is going to win the Super Bowl, and I get it. It's week 1, but after I've been saying this all summer, like I need to say it again after that type of game. Like this is a Super Bowl caliber team.
Someone said in the comments.
I have a question.
It's been a Super Bowl caliber team. Oh, go ahead.
But do y'all think the Colts are a Super Bowl caliber team?
No.
Super Bowl
caliber secondary?
No.
So this Colts team is not that good.
I think it's
and the Texans did not blow the doors off of them. Yes, they look good. I'm not going to take that away from them, but this should have been a blowout. This should have been a blowout.
I was gonna get to that because there was like Josh mentioned the safety room, but there was one other thing that really bothered me about that game a little bit, and granted, the Colts, and you'll know right away, one of the best offensive lines in the league for sure. But that pass rush was really non-existent in that game for Houston.
Latu got boxed. Oh my god.
No, I'm not talking about that side. I'm talking about the other side. Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter really didn't do that much that game. And granted, one of the better lines in the league, for sure. It's a top 5 offensive line. But if we're talking about Super Bowl contender, look at the Super Bowl contenders around the league. The Chiefs, great offensive line. The Eagles, great offensive line. The Lions, one of the best offensive lines I've seen in my lifetime. We're talking about that level. And I love Will Anderson and I love Danielle Hunter.
I'm not even a Jared Goff fan. He's not missing the throws AR is missing.
No.
Patrick Mahomes is not
missing. That is my issue. If Houston, and I love Will Anderson.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on, but wait. Because we definitely had some people on this panel talking about AR Richardson, Anthony Richardson, MVP. He's about to go. Let's not try to discredit Houston.
I mean, he was my sleeper pick, but like I'm not. I wasn't
discrediting Houston. I'm just
because the Colts are still a good team, though. I think the Colts are
they are a good team. I'm not going to take anything away from them. I'm just
worried.
Like I get the Texans are Super Bowl contender. The roster, nothing that you guys saw on Sunday should have moved you any direction, one way or the other. Like they played.
Mixon moved me. I'm sorry. Mixon moved me because I was low.
Pass rush.
I was low on
a little bit. Like just
move me.
I was expecting this to be like one of the. When you think of the best edge rusher duos in the league, you think of the Steelers, and you think of the Browns, and you think of the Texans. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson did not do much in that game at all. They really didn't. And when if you are a Super Bowl contender, like I said, Chiefs, Eagles, Lions, is all great offensive line. And they all have quarterbacks. They all have quarterbacks. Maybe not Jalen, but Goff, if he has time, he will make the throws. And we all know Mahomes is going to make the throws.
There's games where all those Super Bowl contender teams you just said are going to have those same problems in one game. There's going to be a game where there's going to be a game where the Chiefs pass rush might not look good. There's going to be another game where the Lions D line might get boxed. I mean, the Lions O line might get fucking thrashed.
That's fine.
That's
okay.
Like, it'll be different. It'll be different. This is mid-season. Like this is week 1. Like let's pump the brakes a little bit.
There's a lot of new faces in Houston too, so it's like for a team like they need to.
My thoughts on Houston haven't changed at all. I said that they're going to win the division, and I have them making the conference championship and losing to the Chiefs in my predictions. But I'm just like, maybe it was just because I had such high expectations on that edge duo, and they just kind of disappointed me. But we'll see. It's only week 1.
There's another 16 games.
There's another 16 games.
Seeing Diggs tank on the same team, that shit is beautiful, right?
This is unfair, bro.
That wide receiver core is fucking.
It's like unfair.
It's gonna be one of the best offenses ever. It's gonna feed families.
Stroud missed real quick. Stroud because Tank also could have had a big day. Stroud missed on a touchdown.
I don't think Stroud played that good.
I think he played fine.
I think he played fine.
I thought he played fine.
I thought he played
he got bailed. He got bailed out with flags. I'm not gonna lie.
But by who? Who do you get bailed out by?
Nico.
No. I'm saying that one interception. Like I think it was like
the one on the right side. The one on the right sideline.
Yeah, that shit was bad. He was really running to the
side.
That was bad.
No, I didn't say he got better receivers. I never.
That was almost as bad as like Will Levis against the Bears to Tyree Stevenson. Like it's on that.
That's the worst.
Oh my God, Will Levis, bro. We'll get to Will Levis.
Right on, Mr. May.
We gonna talk about Chicago.
All right.
Hold on, just to keep this going though. So Karen, we'll just quickly for all y'all, Karen too. What was your thoughts on the game though?
I said it before in my video. Go check out my TikTok, Sleeper Kieran. But anyway, I thought the Colts will go as far how Anthony Richardson is consistently. Those 2 throws were amazing. He's got to work on the other stuff. that pick was absolutely terrible. I don't know what he was saying.
Egregious.
So the 2 wide open touches, 80 Mitchell was also terrible. Like the potential was there. I'm still high on Richardson. I think he can reach that eventually, but he's got some work to do. Stephon Diggs played like solid. He had those 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins was pretty much the big star for that wide receiver room. And
Solid.
Did I say solid? I meant good. My bad.
Yeah, we observe.
Brent is on something today, huh?
Brent.
Now I'm observing.
just
I'm thinking about Diggs all season long. I'm observing.
The thing about Joe Mixon, like if the offense, if the passing is like not clicking, if Joe Mixon plays like that for some games, they're going to be a very scary offense. So, yeah, it's a very fun game.
JJ.
Yo,
what was your thoughts on the Texans Colts game?
what was Latu? I want to know.
It's his first game, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's Laramie Tunsil, bro. That boy. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he has not going to be the best pass protector in the league. You could legit.
So
we're really on.
That means like where was DeForest Buckner?
Well, he was cooking. DeForest.
Yeah, Buckner had a
Pretty sure.
So then where was it? Who's our next one? Grover Stewart?
Well, he's not a pass rusher. That's kind of not really.
He's a
asking a pass
That's-
or stop. I don't think y'all really even know what I'm about to get at. Y'all talking about pass rushing. Joe Mixon? Question mark. 130
Good point.
on the ground.
Oh, I know what Jay's trying to do. He's trying to call the Colts defense trash.
Oh no.
No. It's just when you're saying an offense this potent.
I love the front four, but
Hey, that's not what he's saying though. JJ, keep going.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, bro, y'all literally just told me DeForest Buckner showed up. Grover Stewart, not a pass rusher, but I wasn't even talking about the pass. I'm talking about the run right now. Bro, Joe Mixon keep playing like this, man. Like I said, he was already a good back. He was just dealing with battle line. And, I do think he lost some burst in general. You can still see it now. But he's behind a way better O-line on a way better team. Toting the rock behind an elite wide receiver core and an elite quarterback. Bro, come on, bro.
So then Joe Mixon should never have changed in your running back rankings, to be honest.
I mean, he never jumped
He
out
never
my
really
top 10.
changed for me. I
think there was an episode when we was talking about the Kyron Williams stuff and all that stuff. Bro, he never dropped out.
Hey, so this is the real question, though, JJ. Yo, Kyron Williams or Joe Mixon?
Yo.
Yo, Matt. Yo, look at Matt already, man.
All right, Matt, you have Kyron.
What happened?
Yo,
Matt,
this
you have
Kyron
Kyron.
top 4 or whatever the hell.
nigga shit just froze. Nigga, there's no way he broke his shit.
Oh my god!
Williams, that's crazy.
Yo.
Hey, but look, when I said Joe Mixon was better than Isaiah Pacheco, they called me a hater.
Hey, I've been, bro. Don't get me started on that, bro.
Why are you guys like Pacheco? Like, I don't know, people act like Pacheco's some special guy.
Bro,
It has to be just.
Is Natty okay?
Wait, hold on, wait.
bro.
I just want to let y'all know. Y'all see this?
Yeah. It's frozen. It's for sure frozen.
Yeah, he cooked this camera.
Yo, this nigga just bro.
What did he just
Hey,
do?
that shit.
You got
Bro.
mad about it. That's crazy.
This guy is dying for Kyron Williams.
Yeah,
he got it. So
But look,
now
yeah, Big Joe and all.
I think I said Joe Mixon was watched, but I was trolling just to get over the running back list. He was going mad long in the rankings. But what's his name? And I think Joe Mixon's still like good. I forgot where I had him ranked like in 2022ish and shit.
His peak, he had a lot more burst and a lot more.
Yeah, that's why when he moved down young. I agree. That's what I was saying. If you were when he moved down in my rankings, it was literally because of
he lost the burst.
It's athleticism, yes, not because of play. I talked to Josh, I talked to Trent about this. I said he's still a good back, but like now that you're not as athletic, you can't just play behind a battle line and make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a little bit of help.
You need help. That's why. That's every running back.
Yeah, so that's fine. And that receiving core, you pick your poison, like you said, man. So.
That shit.
Respect to them. Hey, by the way, AD Mitchell, I got to give you some props, man. Josh shed some light on you before we even hopped on this pod. And I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, that's good work by you, even though you ain't see the ball. So
I
That
forgot
first
to
miss
say,
was
shout out Alex Pierce. He had like 3 catches, 130
Young,
yards.
what was your thoughts on the game, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I expected. The only way Indy had a chance was to kind of control the game a little bit, but Houston's Houston. Like, this is a Super Bowl caliber team. We knew that going in. The addition of Diggs with the addition of Daniil Hunter, and Stroud. I mean, Stroud is a beast. I don't know why people are hesitant about him. I don't know why people, I don't know what people also see like with Diggs. I don't see it. I don't. Nico is very good. I just think again, that wide receiving core is perfect. I think they all complement each other really well. So I don't know. This team has the potential to win a Super Bowl, but it's going to be on the quarterback play. And to be honest, because if you're going to beat Patrick Mahomes, you're going to have to have a great quarterback, in my opinion.
Real quick. I was gonna say real quick before I dip because I got to dip in a little bit, but we were talking because I was the one saying because I was picking the Colts like in an upset, and I was saying they have to control the ball. They got to have the ball for like 38, 39 minutes. The Texans had the ball for 40 minutes exactly because Joe Mixon was picking up every first down, and the Colts were only scoring on like these
big plays
down the field. So
it was the opposite.
How it was the complete opposite, and then it still ended up being a close game at the end. But I just wanted to point that out.
I think that just goes to show you how explosive Anthony Richardson can be. Like,
yes,
he has that kind of talent to, again, slip and just chuck up a 70-yard bomb with the flick of the wrist. Like,
with a hand in his face.
Yeah, like he has that talent. He is Josh Allen coming back. Like, he is the prototype of what Josh Allen was. You have to be able to do it consistently. If you can figure it out and do it, you probably have Josh Allen on steroids because he's way more explosive than he is. But again, it's just consistency. That's what it's going to be with him through everything. If he makes it a long career, it's going to be because he became consistent. If he doesn't make it, that's why he didn't.
Donnie?
I mean, I already kind of commented on the pass rush, and I think everyone else covered everything pretty well. I had a lot of fun watching the All-22 as well, just because I love offensive line play, and Raymond showing once again why he is one of the best pass protectors in the league going up against. Yeah, you could say a rookie Latu, but come on, man. No rookie has really ever been that refined in terms of the ability to use his hands before. So I enjoyed it. It was a fun game. I'm excited to see how Latu grows. I'm excited to see how Houston can develop. All this stuff. They covered it pretty well.
Durag?
Basically happened how I thought it was gonna happen. I told y'all the Colts season will be polarizing because Anthony Richardson is gonna have the wow and he's gonna have the down. So the people who were thinking Anthony Richardson is gonna be something MVP like this year, pump the brakes.
Give it another year.
It's gonna be 8-9 win season. They're gonna come back next year, be better, and then next year we can have a conversation about Anthony Richardson entering that type of conversation.
MVP season though, Dave. Remember that MVP season.
But Josh, though, I'm not Josh, JJ. I would think that Durag would like Anthony Richardson way more because he's a Josh Allen fanatic.
No, Anthony Richardson upside I like, but this year specifically, when guys like Kieran tell me MVP, I'm like, bro, he played 4 games last year. That's what I'm saying.
This is a question for David Young.
Let's pump the brakes.
This is a question for David Young.
I see what Kieran was saying though. If Anthony Richardson were to put it all together, he could win.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think this year.
How likely is that?
This year? No, not likely. But
so this is a question for David. This is a question for David Young, real quick.
He even took Josh 3 years, and he had way more snaps than AR did. So,
do y'all think AR is already far ahead of where Josh was in his point in his career?
No, I think they're in the same place. I would say no.
It looks better.
I think AR is in a better situation.
Yeah, situation.
AR is in a better situation. Yeah.
So you think his situation is making him look better than what Josh Allen did in his?
It's making it easy and it looks a lot.
I mean, just making his life a little bit easier.
Josh Allen had the offensive line.
Dude, Josh's offensive line. Josh Allen
receivers were
bad.
Josh Allen had
the receiver.
Josh Allen had Devin Singletary.
The defense.
Didn't he have like John Brown as wide receiver?
He had John
Brown, and
John Brown was a 50-yard receiver too.
Anthony Richardson has
the one thing.
John Brown put up 1,000 yards with Josh Allen.
The one thing,
Yeah,
this is
spin
the
me,
one
Nico.
thing I'll say. This is the one thing I'll say that they kind of have even is that AR has Steichen, and I will say Allen did have Dable, which helps a lot. But in terms of the on-field talent, it's not even close because the Bills' offense was a mess during that
Well,
time.
as in like
Did
okay.
it help a
But, so
lot?
you're saying, but like
They didn't
as
have a
in,
run game.
like those,
Josh Allen has been the
as
run
those,
Josh
game.
Allen's been in the run game for a while.
Yeah.
as
He
in
had
those
nobody to lean on.
as in those two quarterbacks though specifically, you think like just at each of their stages of their career, right at that moment, you think they're on the same level basically?
Like year two?
Yeah, they progress at the same rate basically in your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
I mean, we didn't get much of AR's rookie
Yeah.
year,
From
so-
what I saw from Anthony
Fair.
Richardson his rookie year was what I saw from Josh Allen. Explosive runners that can wow you with a couple of throws, but they also make crazy throws. I think Josh Allen cleaned it up a little bit. I mean, we'll see if Anthony Richardson can clean it up a little bit, but I think the tools are the same. I think the skill set's the same. AR has a better roster and a better, I wouldn't say better play caller, but a more crafty play caller for his skill set. So I expect him to be a little bit ahead at the end of the season, in my opinion, just because the roster offensively is better, and Steichen, I think, is a better play caller than Dayball.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go back on you.
I mean, when we have people,
as long as we can both
when Steichen has people saying Jalen Hurts is the top 3 quarterback in the NFL, yeah, you're doing something right.
That's fair. That's fair. I just like Dable a lot.
I like Dayball too, though. I do like him too.
All right. So Durag, back on you. Move on to the next game. Because we're probably gonna do like 3. We're gonna probably do 3 more. Yeah. We're gonna do this game, talk about the rookies, and then talk about the Monday Night Football game that we had out. So Durag, I'm not gonna lie, just a Browns, Cowboys, CD Dak did their thing. We know this is Zeke hurdling people. That's a shocker.
Oh my God.
Oh, we know the elephant in the room. So I'm gonna start with you, Durag. Is Deshaun Watson cooked?
I was one of the few who, y'all know the meme with the backpack on the one string. Hey, that was me. I was gonna give him this last year to show me something. It might be done. So we ain't gonna talk about the off the field stuff because what they've been saying, Christ Almighty, it's done for. Deshaun Watson's done for, man. You hate to see it, man, because 2020, Deshaun Watson, I won't forget you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Deshaun Watson's the same.
I'm gonna let y'all go, then I'm gonna say my piece of how I feel about it. So JJ, go ahead.
Man, look.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm gonna give it a couple more. I'm gonna give it because hey, look, he has a lot of off the field stuff going on. Not only with what is just now shed the light, but he had some things pass over in his life as well. So
Yes.
I'm not gonna fully infringe this game on him again. I mean, it's a lot of circumstances keep popping up, but I gotta respect that. So I'm just keep on watching as the season goes on, man. And if I don't see improvement, I don't see change. It is what it is, man. But look, we're just gonna keep on moving. Let's just the next game, Deshaun. Next game, come on.
Karen.
What's there really to say? He played terrible. He looked really bad. And I know it's only one game, and I know Dallas's defense is like that, but I've never seen a quarterback go to a better situation and just get way worse. I've never seen it. So I'm not gonna say he's cooked after one game, but if it's like week 4, week 5, week 6, we might have to put Jameis in there, bro.
As someone who just recently lost someone pretty close to me and having to go into work the next day, and his job is much harder than mine. He's an NFL athlete. It's hard to do, man. It's hard to get in there and lock yourself back in, focus on your job, focus on yourself, because the loss is all that you're thinking about. So I can completely feel with him on there, but I'm just gonna take the JJ route and say let's just give it time. A lot of crazy stuff's been happening to him, not only in terms of all the legal stuff, but family stuff. That stuff can be very hard. Let's just give it time.
You lost a teammate too, bro.
He lost a lot. I'm going to give him space. Whether you agree with all the stuff in the past and whatnot, yada, yada, at the end of the day, he's lost a couple people close to him. Let's just give him some space. That's what I'm going to do.
Young?
I mean, he didn't look good. I've said this a long time. I don't think this offense fits him. Not an excuse when you're making, $230 million guaranteed. But I don't think him being an under center play action kind of guy that's just not him. That's never really been him. He's an improviser. He's a guy that, make a read and then make a play. That's kind of what he does best. Mm-hmm. And Stefanski's, that's not him. I mean, we saw last year, Joe Flacco comes in and he looks way better than him because that's what he does. So I'm not going to say he's washed. He probably is in the sense because I think he's losing his confidence. I mean, we're going on 3 years now. Nothing's going right on the field, off the field, a lot going on. I mean, everybody that plays sports knows confidence is everything. So you can only imagine when you get to the highest level. So I don't think he's washed, but I think, everything going on, you could feel that way, and then it just kind of dog piles. But so yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
Josh?
I mean, again, like Watson's going through a lot. Obviously, losing the loved ones really tough. So based off that, I'm not going to make an extreme judgment yet. Obviously, his play wasn't what we hoped for, but by midseason, I'm going to have a true opinion on it. And hey, what was I saying before the season? This is kind of nasty, but what was I saying before the season? I said Jameis at one point might take over, and people thought I was crazy, but we gonna see.
Yeah, I just want to hold on and real quick, guys. I just want to let y'all know Matt just snapped his computer.
Yo!
Oh my God!
Over me asking this question about Kyron and what's his name, guys.
Yo, there's no way.
It's insane.
Nah, Matt got it.
All
brother, that's dedication, bro.
Yeah, that is dedication for how.
Someone send that to Kyron Williams, bro. We need that to get sent to Kyron.
All right, so he snapped a computer for a top 15 running back. Crazy.
Yeah, so
yo, I need y'all to know. Yo, you got it, bro. That's how you know. Hey, Kyron is doing some elite work for what he's saying, man. So y'all send Matt, all his condolences for his computer, man, because Kyron's the reason why this happened, man.
He better have 2,000. He better have 2,000 yards this season.
Yeah, 2.8 yards per carry were moved, right?
Also, real quick, actually, yeah, we can go to 230 mark. So look, real quick before we just ask this question for everybody. Sunday Night Football, man. One glaring thing, the Lions get the dub, but the real question is, start with you, John. Is Mr. Cooper Kupp back?
Yeah, I mean, he's not top 5 like people had him, 2 years ago. I've been on the train that a healthy Cooper Kupp has been the same guy since 2019. But now, again, when Puka goes down, what's Stafford going to do? Stafford is going to lean on who he trusts. And he trusted D-Rob and, some of those other guys. But, he saw 21 targets. That's 2021 Cooper Kupp. That's getting force-fed out of the slot. He was playing in the slot. And he dominated doing his role. I'll not take that away from him. But if he's healthy, this is what he's going to do every single week. You can't guard him in the slot. You're definitely not doing it the way they're running their rub routes with McVay. You're not touching him. So I don't know. The only way, I don't know how you're going to stop Cooper Kupp. You can stop the Rams, which the Lions ultimately ended up doing, but you're not stopping Cooper Kupp. So if he's healthy, this is what you're going to get every week. Matt Stafford is going to get him that ball in short spaces, and he's going to make a few splash plays. That's what he does.
Josh?
I mean, hey, based off what I saw yesterday, Cooper Kupp is back. I'm not gonna update my rankings until midseason. That's what I always do. But Cooper Kupp, he looks really dang good. And hey, the route tree, literally just go take a look at the route tree. It's the same exact stuff. Running back in 2021 was the primary option for the Rams. So yeah, he's gonna dominate. If he stays in that direction, he's gonna dominate. So yeah.
Also, too, chat, just want to let y'all know if Kupp is back and he's fully healthy, he's clearly better than Puka Nacua. But that's just another comment for another.
I
agree.
Clearly better than who?
He's clearly if he's back, he's clearly better than Puka Nacua.
Where do you have?
I mean, we talked about it earlier, so I'm not fully mad about it.
Well, we talking about it in the Discord. We didn't really talk about it on stream, but like,
Wait, I have a question. Where do you guys have Puka?
he's in our non-ranked.
I'm at 17.
I'm not ranking
Yeah,
until
I
the
would say
season.
like a top 20-ish though, because he's really good, but it's not anything crazy. Cooper Kupp does everything he does way better.
Well, he's not, bro. He does not go across the middle better than Puka. I'm sorry, he just doesn't.
Cooper
You
Kupp?
can say that. You can say
Cooper
that,
Kupp,
JJ.
no.
But when it comes to some
Cooper
finding
Kupp,
soft spots,
healthy Cooper Kupp,
it's not close.
He's not nowhere near as explosive as him either. That's
healthy
the two main
Cooper
gripes.
Kupp.
Healthy Cooper Kupp, yes, brother.
Then you're forgetting who Cooper Kupp is. Then
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm
you
not.
not believe some of that 2021 tape. He was very, very tough in the middle.
I'm not forgetting.
No,
What? Here's
Cooper
the
Kupp
difference.
2021 Yak is a demon. He was a Yak demon in 2021.
He was a bowling ball. He is more explosive than Puka.
That's why I said he's
not bowling ball. Cooper Kupp was outrunning angles in 2021.
He is not more explosive than Puka Nacua, bro.
Okay, and I think they're both the same. I just think I think the explosiveness, a healthy Kupp is the same as Puka.
I think what Kupp excels at is, clearly the route running is just night and day. I think if we want to get in that point, and the best thing that Cooper Kupp does is just being able to be the best zone beater potentially in the NFL at times, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not Tyreek Hill, by the way. So regardless, bro, Puka does that at an extremely high level. I think he has great hands. So that's why he's better than Puka.
Do you think his hands are better than Cooper Kupp's?
Who? Puka? Not Puka. My bad. Cooper Kupp is who I'm talking about right now. My bad.
Oh,
he has great hands. I'm saying every single thing I just said, I was talking about Cooper Kupp. The one thing that Puka has over him, in my opinion, is his explosiveness. That's really it.
All right. Durag, what were your thoughts on the is Cooper Kupp back, bro? Do you think he's back?
Yeah, he's back. His problem was just staying on the field. He just can't stay on the field consistently. But as long as he's on the field, he's better than Puka. Like, I don't know why we even question that. Kupp is the one that gets the number one target share. So yeah, Kupp's back.
It was always like that, regardless.
Yeah.
Donnie?
I said all offseason draft Kupp over Puka in fantasy.
Yep.
I told so many people this. And it is unfortunate that Puka got hurt.
Yeah.
But even if
he really got hurt routing up Carlton Davis, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, he was hurt. I think he was hurt going into the game. Like, he's been hurt.
Yeah, there's been there's been a lot of Rams injuries, and also two of their offensive linemen are going to be out for next game too. They lost Steve Avila, who might be their best one, so they're going to be. It's going to be a low situation. Hey, who knows? Maybe my Cardinals can pull off that win, but no. I was big on Kupp this year. I said as long as he can stay healthy, he's going to do his thing. Yeah, they all covered it pretty well.
Karen, what's your thoughts real quick before we go to the next game?
I just didn't rank Cooper Kupp because basically of the injury. But yeah, like when he's healthy, he's like a top 15 receiver. So pretty much, like, yeah, he's back. So
all right, I'm gonna start it off. Of course, Monday Night Football game.
Man,
Jets 49ers. So honestly, the offense to me was looking like fine. Brees was selling, but it was some drops. But I think the main problem with the Jets is literally they had Jordan Mason looking like Nick Chubb. Like, they literally couldn't stop the run. The 49ers deadass had 40 time possessions, something like that. On the Jets, it was crazy. But I'm not going to lie, though. Seeing Aaron Rodgers play football again, that shit almost made me cry.
Oh,
bro. Them dots he was throwing on the field?
Yeah, he's back. Like I said, he's back top 2.
Hey, man. Hey.
Top 2.
Hey, the defense, I was not expecting. I literally thought the offense was going to be the worst because I think the defense was really going to be still lights out. Lights out. But I think Aaron Rodgers actually looked good. Gary Russell was eating. Brees was disappointing to me because he was fumbling, dropping shit. But yeah, the most disappointment was the defense. Shout out to 49ers. Shout out Brock Purdy. Shout out for them going still snapping. Shout out Debo. Not gonna lie, because Debo was snapping. Debo had a hell of a game. Brandon Ayuk had an iffy game, but he just got back, so I ain't really tripping about that. But my biggest highlight, man, Aaron Rodgers looking like he Aaron Rodgers. I'm not gonna lie. them back shoulders, that dot he threw to Lazard.
The ball placement is
Young. He's the only quarterback I know. He's the only quarterback I know that literally throws a bullet on a streak route when he don't even lob it. He literally throws that shit straight to a bullet. Ball be right here, perfect. That shit, bro.
That's why I'm telling you, that's why he is the greatest quarterback ever to me. Because Mahomes, as great as he is, that's not the way he throws the ball. He's great, he's elite, but his ball placement is not Aaron Rodgers. That's just Aaron Rodgers is one of one when it comes to that. And you get the high ups. I think the O-line was selling him a little bit. And because they can't be a one-dimensional team, that's not what Rodgers really wants to do at this stage. He doesn't want to just drop back and throw. He wants to play action, get to what he wants to get to, and the O-line plays a part. But San Fran, I mean, what are we talking about? This is one of the best fronts in the NFL. It always has been. If your O-line has any weakness, you're going to get fried most of the time. And that's what they did. They stopped the run. They were getting after him. But again, like you said, Aaron Rodgers looks like he's back. And guess what? He has better skill position than the last time we saw him. So I don't know what people expect him to do. I truthfully don't understand what they thought. Like, I think they thought because, the Achilles, and they're like, oh, Kirk Cousins got an Achilles too. Kirk Cousins is not Aaron Rodgers. So that's not a comparison to make. Aaron Rodgers does not he doesn't use his legs a lot when he's throwing the football. So an Achilles injury is not going to hinder him. Now, being a little bit more mobile, sure. But throwing the football looked just like 2011 Aaron Rodgers. It looked just like 2020 Aaron Rodgers, 2021 Aaron Rodgers. There's no difference. And he's never going to lose that, to be honest. He never will.
And like I said, bro.
The only thing that will get worse is mobility.
Yeah, that's it.
I kept trying to tell people this, bro. Week 1 last year, he got hurt. Around week 8, when the Giants played the Jets, he was literally doing dropbacks.
Yeah.
After he tore it in like 7 weeks. Bro, his process was literally ridiculous. Like, he was ready to go for a minute. Like, he looks perfect.
I want to say this, though. The thing that boils down to me, it's not, like you say, he doesn't fully use his legs every single time he throws the ball. Like, the way he throws it. But I feel like it's more so he's still planting his foot in the ground, bro. He's not some people go through mental stages like, when you tear your ACL, you kind of take it easy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And like Trent said, yes, he was doing dropbacks and stuff like that, but it's still more so like you putting on your pads and you finally come back out after week 1 after you just did whatever you did last year, and he's not afraid to put his foot in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
He's not afraid to lean back on the same thing that where he snapped. He's not afraid to go use that junk again. It's healed. He believes that 100%, right?
You know why?
That's what it boils down. That's what it boils down to me. Like,
you know why?
Kirk got hurt mid-season.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt first game of the year. He got hurt way more earlier than Kirk, so he has.
I know. That's not what I was.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. That's why it was.
So
it definitely is a confidence thing, but I think just
it's a mental thing too.
Progression-wise, Aaron Rodgers was always ahead of Kirk.
I do think that's fine. Yeah, I do think this though, that him, rolling out and doing some play action stuff. I think it was a lot more limited than usual. I think that's just precautionary, but I want to see, because that's the game that I'm looking for in Aaron Rodgers. That's where the Achilles tendon was going to show its face and see if it really affected him that much. Because all the stuff that we saw yesterday, we saw a couple bootlegs, we saw a couple of that, but like we ain't really see like what Aaron Rodgers does. You know what I mean? And so that's what, to me, that's the real calling card. Like the stuff that he was doing yesterday is the stuff that I expected Kirk Cousins to be able to do, and he can't even plant his foot in the ground. That's what it is. Mentally, physically, if you're hurt, then you're hurt. But if mentally it's a mental thing, come on, bro. You have to get through it. So respect to Aaron Rodgers though, man. He did his thing.
All right, Durag, what's your thoughts, man?
I ain't gonna lie. First though, I don't like the disrespect being shown right now. There's a lot of Aaron Rodgers hollering right now, a lot of glazing. When the real football team won,
you, bro.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Nigga, shut up. Why hooping at you? Like, what are you
talking? Hey, the Niners played.
Why shout? What are you?
We're not going to act like that, Durag. If that's how it came off, the Niners. That is my NFC prediction. Niners Eagles rematch. That's what I think after week 1.
I agree.
Just know, and I told y'all before the game when they said CNC was out, I told y'all I was not worried because my man JP Mason can run that rock. And y'all gotta stop this, man. CC might went down, but Kyle Shanahan, I seen him cook with Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert before we had Trent Williams out there pulling like an athletic freak he is. So anytime
that's why he won't ever get fired.
So run game wise, I've never been worried about that. That's one thing about Kyle Shanahan I'll never be worried about because he can scheme up a run game. I'll never be worried because JP Mason can run the rock even besides that. The vision was great, the power was good. The burst was good.
He broke the scheme.
He's hella efficient, man.
You'll never be worried.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
he
Dave,
played great.
CMC
The
broke the
offense looked
scheme.
great. Ayuk obviously looked rusty. Drop touchdown. I don't care how rusty you are. You begging for your money. You got your money. You got to bring those in. You got to be catching them touchdowns. Debo looked good. George Kittle looked solid. The O-line played very good, but also the Jets front four very disappointing. The run defense was not good, but for the Jets whatsoever. So I'm gonna take it with a slight grain of salt. I gotta see it against Howard County. We play Minnesota next week. That's gonna be a bigger test for the O-line against the Brian Flores scheme defense. Defensively, I like what we look like. I like the idea of us instead of going for the high upside last year with like guys like Armstead staying healthy and banking on Chase Young putting it together. You get Leonard Floyd, who's always been consistent. You get Malik Collins, who's going to give you the same production as Armstead, but he's going to stay healthy because his foot is not falling off the bone. The secondary looked good. And we're talking about a team like this. CMC didn't play. Ricky's on IR. You ain't got Hufanga or Drake Greenlaw back. By the end of this year, I cannot wait to see the potential of this team. I do think this is the best team that Shanahan has had with the Niners. And I don't think it's really close. I'm not going to lie to you.
Donnie?
Brock Purdy looked good too. So
damn good.
Donnie?
I think the biggest shock to me was that the Jets pass rush really just like, man, they could use some guys when holding out a while.
Yeah.
They could really use that guy, Hassan Reddick, because
yeah,
who's the main guy off the edge, man? I think they were really hoping for a breakout from whether that would have been Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, or hell, even Michael Clemens. Like, dude, where's the edge, the consistent, hey, I'm the number one guy on this edge room, I'm going to win. They don't have it. Last year they had the
Jordan Cook. Okay.
He fake cook.
Oh, man. I lost my train of thought. What was it? In the edge room, that's right. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, at this point, you have to pay Reddick, dude. I'm sorry. I know it's going to suck, but guess what? You're not building for the future. This is right now. Just give him what he wants so he can play because you need him so bad. Because, listen, I understand you're playing Trent Williams, but outside of that, the offensive line really wasn't projected to be that good. And they held their ground, dude. So, I don't know. Pay Reddick. Maybe that'll help.
All right, Karen.
First of all, I picked the Jets to win this game because I didn't expect, I thought Trent Williams would be rusty because he was not practicing. Brandon Ayuk was also in and out the entire before the game. So, I like the Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson connection. I thought it was really good in the first quarter. I think this was the worst game for the Jets offense to start with Aaron Rodgers, especially against the NFC runner-up. I think it'll get better towards the end of the season, but A-Rod looked good. A-Rod looked good with the limited time they actually had the ball, and Brees was also selling too. But the Niners just really showed how good they are, even without CMC. So, yeah.
I bet, bro. Before we head out, I'm starting with you, bro, because just all the rookie quarterbacks played terrible. Bo Nix.
Oh my God.
Caleb Williams played terrible. Well, this was just okay because he ain't played good. We know that. He ain't played good at all. Jaden Daniels didn't play good. So, bro, what was just let's talk about the thoughts about all the rookie quarterbacks that didn't play good. What was your thoughts on the debuts? Who do you think had the most disappointing debut?
I mean, it's obviously Caleb. He walked into, we talked about it. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Rome, DeAndre Smith, upgraded O-line, and a good defense. They won without Caleb Williams. They won with Caleb Williams playing garbage. I think he flashed, which is what I've always talked about. There's some throws he made that I'm like, oh, that was a nice throw. But he didn't play well. He held the ball a little too long. He jumped out of the pocket sometimes too early. But I also don't think, the scheme did him too much justice either. Keenan Allen dropped it to wide open touchdown. That for me, the thing with rookies, you got to get them in the rhythm early to make them feel better, and I don't think they really got into that rhythm. Same thing with Jaden Daniels, same thing with Bo Nick. Like all these guys that played didn't get into a rhythm, and that's huge. I mean, you guys look, we talk about CJ Stroud. Last year he got into the rhythm and he started cooking, and I think that's what it is. Slowick did a good job. I don't think they did a great job in Chicago, but again, people were like, oh, is Caleb still top 10? Well, Caleb was top 10 for me before he played a game. Why do y'all think one game is going to move me? Like it's never been about him playing. I know his skill set. So that's what it is for me. I think Caleb was the most disappointing just because the expectations.
JJ?
The most disappointing would definitely be Caleb. Honestly, though, if we're going to get that out the way, I feel like it's more than just Caleb. I think it was a tie between two guys, and I think Bo Nix definitely tied that. Regardless of what you want to say about the yardage and everything else, let's go ahead and factor in that a lot of his plays were dink and dunk, which he was always going to show you in the first place. I was more disappointed in the fact that he threw the ball 40 times, or if not more. And how many yards did he end up with again, if anyone remembers?
It was like 4 yards per attempt. It was like 135 yards.
Yeah, one something.
And you throw the ball 40 times? Yeah, that got to be studied. I think those two were both disappointing. Yeah, you could say Jaden Daniels played bad, but hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think he played the best he could play, and that's what he was given, man, and what he was supposed to do. Yes, there was more, but in the first game, hey, knock the rust. No, not even the rust. You know what I'm saying? Take the plastic off a little bit, man. So take him out the box so that way he can really go off. Because him, that rushing ability, that rushing upside, he got it, bro. And he just needed to put it together as a passer. Yeah, Caleb Williams can make a bounce back, and believe it or not, Bo Nix could even take a step up a little bit. But I think those two were actually very equally disappointing in my opinion. Very equally. 2 picks. Come on.
All right. Do that.
Yeah, JJ, you funny because Bo Nix taking a step up ain't hard to do when he played like utter dog shit. We're talking about 42 pass attempts, 138 yards. And your longest completion was 25 yards. Yeah, he was out there playing dink and dunk. But he's not the most.
The Oregon days, dink and dunk.
Yeah, but he's not the most disappointing because I have no expectation of Bo Nix anyway because I'm not high on him whatsoever. I think it's easily Caleb. I mean, number 1 pick. You didn't crack 100 yards. You had missed throws. Keenan Allen did show you on the touchdown. That does hurt. The expectations you had with the weapons, the O-line's not bad. You don't got Luke Getsy OC like Justin Fields do. I know everybody's not high on Shane Waldron, but it's better than Luke Getsy. The defense played good. And you basically won that game because Will Levis has grade 10 CTE. Like, that's definitely disappointing. At least Jaden showed his rushing upside, and his situation is not really nothing to smile about anyway. So I think it's easily Caleb Williams.
Donnie?
I mean, hold on. Is Jan camera frozen?
Yeah. That's what we got. Why he's still smiling. It definitely is.
Yo, I can't talk with him staring at me, bro.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Oh, please don't. So I got a screenshot of that.
Oh God. Okay. What was the question again? Disappointing. That's what it was like. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna talk about Kalen and whatnot, but for me, I mean, Marvin's getting talked about, man, and it's obvious. 3 targets, 1 catch, 4 yards, pretty bad drop over the middle as well. I mean, Jan kind of said it earlier, but the Bills are one of the most nickel-heavy teams, if not the most nickel-heavy team in the league. Constantly running too high safety all the time. They always are out there running too high, even in the first half because here's the thing. The reason, and I understand why Marvin didn't get the ball in the first half. I totally get why. Because they wanted to utilize the run game, and that's what Arizona was good at towards the second half of the season last year. In fact, EPA-wise, they were the best rushing team in the league last year. Whether you want to agree with that or not, Doesn't matter. The numbers say they were at least a top 3 rushing offense last year. So what they do, they just lined up in 12 and 13 personnel and just ran the hell out of the ball. They had James Conner, they had Trey Benson, and they were getting yards off of that. They were getting big-time runs. And then when it came down to passing time, I mean, the route tree was just super bare bone, dude. It was goes, it was posts, it was corners. Like, where's the creativity? Where's the Marvin can play in the slot, guys. You know this, right? He did it the entire game versus Penn State. Yeah, we make fun of Kalen Kane, but he's still a good player. Destroyed him in the slot the whole game, and Kalen's like 5'10", dude. That's not a big guy. And Marvin was just out finessing him the entire game. Like, I don't understand why they had to keep his route running tree so bare bone. Like, it just, and I understand they wanted him to be the deep threat in that game to burn the top over the defense. It's just hard to do that when you're playing Buffalo because they're constantly running too high, constantly in nickel. But as for the last play, I couldn't tell you what was going on.
Kyler didn't look his way.
I don't know if that was Tyler's fault for, well, the 2 plays. One, missing him wide open.
He didn't even look his way the whole play. He went to Dortch to Bry, back to Dortch.
And my initial thought to that was, okay, so either 1, he missed him completely, and that's on him, or 2, he wasn't he wasn't the one of the primary options, being he could have been the 3rd or the 4th option. Which, if that's the case, I can kind of get why, because that was a lucky play. Marvin just ran a go. That's all he did. He didn't run anything.
It was like blown coverage.
So, and what are the odds of that go actually working that much? Not a ton, but at the same time, I understand it looks terrible. But the last play in particular is the one that really got me confused, because I'm like, why are we throwing a 50-50 ball to 5'7" Greg Dortch? Why are we doing that? And even if you don't want to throw it to Marvin, Michael Wilson's 6'4". Trey McBride's one of the best contested catching tight ends in the league. And we choose Greg Dortch,
who's 5'7".
Who's 5'7". Michael Wilson 6'4", 6'3". Marvin's about 6'3". Trey McBride 6'4". We choose Greg Dortch to throw the 50, and I love Greg Dortch. I think he's awesome. He's a fun player. Greg Dortch for the 50-50? I don't know if that was on Kyler. I don't know if that was on the play calling, Drew Petzing. I'm not too sure, but I'm expecting a Marvin bounce back. I don't think he's going to get put in such an awkward situation. I really hope they utilize him a bit more in the quick game as well, because he can thrive in that. Like, he was labeled a blue chip prospect for a reason, because he can thrive in multiple parts of being a receiver. But as for that game, him too made mistakes. That was a very bad drop over the middle, where if he would have caught it, that would have been a first down. Immediately after, they got him on that 4-yard hitch. Just pretty quiet game from him, but we'll see if he bounces back. I do believe he does. I think he's going to be put in a better situation.
Karen?
I'll keep it short and sweet because I know we're running out of time, but it's Caleb Williams. To me, it's also the fact that they actually won the game, too. Like, Bears defense absolutely carried them. And, yeah, like, Keenan Allen dropped that touchdown, but he also missed Keenan Allen for, like, would have been, like, a 40-yard play. And I'll give a shout out to Devondre Sweat because he played pretty good in that game. So he looks really nice next to Jeffrey Simmons. So yeah, that's all I really got to say. So
I bet cool. That's gonna do it for this show. Appreciate everybody that came out. We had I think almost had 115 viewers for this show. This has been since the draft. We going up. We going crazy. I appreciate everybody that came out. Make sure y'all like, sub. Y'all go follow join the Discord. I got it pinned. Make sure y'all get some suggestions too, because I'll be reading those in the chat. We need some in-season film rooms. Me and JJ gonna be locked in that. We're gonna talk about it because we definitely gotta get some in-season film rules because that shit gonna be lit. Sub to everything, IG, TikTok. We're gonna be coming back to Twitter space soon. I just gotta figure out when I'm gonna do it because I'll be busy. JJ, you got anything you gotta say before we go head out, bro?
Nah, man, keep sharing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even today we had a very decent, very good conversation. Look, y'all keep coming back. Y'all keep sharing this. Keep reposting on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that, man. Keep sharing it. Just, you got people that you feel like don't know ball. Go ahead and send them our way, man, because will definitely educate them, regardless of everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But what they aren't entitled to is facts, and facts is facts. So you want to place facts in front of them, send them over here, send them to the film room, send them to the Discord, man. So that way we keep on talking ball, man. We be in there consistently. Watching these games, we was just in there this all weekend, man. So y'all keep coming through, keep showing out, keep showing love, man. Y'all, we're great. It's a great community, man. So keep going.
Facts. Man, we about to head out, man. Appreciate everybody, man, that tapped in today. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Feel me? We gotta talk about Colorado losing because I'm not going. There's okay a bigger issue with Colorado that we're gonna address on there. So yeah, we're gonna talk about week 2 recap tomorrow. Hey man, we're gonna catch up, bro. We out. Peace.
Sir.
Yes.